debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is going to be a great one today. Do not question my appearance. I am properly dressed for this occasion. This is clearly a milestone in history, I suppose. But no, this is definitely it, guys. This is hype. Are you hyped? Again, shout out to Aggie for the thumbnail. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But no, we're good, guys. You guys here? Where you guys at? You're back. Welcome back, everyone. All right, dude. Here we go. Joe is currently talking, sir. He is. Guys. I can't hear anything, by the way. We don't care about the thumbnail? Okay, guys. All right. You know what? That's fine, bro. Dude, this already has 12K dislikes. Dude, come on, bro. Joe sounds sick. Sick as heck, man. Dude, I bet. I wonder if I don't think... And my AirPods are busted. My AirPods weren't connected to my phone these past few days, so I gotta check this out real quick. Let's see if this will work. They are old, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if it will work. I actually hope it will. It wasn't connected to my phone, so I kind of doubt it. But we'll see. But anyways, guys. Binary stuttering, bro. I mean, that's gonna happen. He's 82. Right? Isn't he 82? Someone fact check that. So what you should do is hide the screen, mute the stream, and just react to it. Dude, I can. We can also show the lower, just a slower bit. Hello, Doreen. Live, dude, that's a lot. That's already a lot. Guys, hype. Anyways, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me put up a poll. Alright. Let's see. Sleepy Joe or Orange Man? Joe Biden. Let's see, hold up. Alright. Guys, this is it. Let me reenact it for you guys. Alright, here we go. Donald Trump, just me saying it in a really bad accent. Jobs. He's done a poor job in inflation. It's killing our country. It is absolutely killing us. Thank you, President Biden. Homework. The greatest economy in the world. He's the only one who thinks that I think I don't know anyone else. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to read the captions, the auto-generated captions, dude. Matters that we presidents ourselves into a situation where his economy, he rewarded the wealthy. He had the largest tax cut in American history, 2 trillion. He raised the deficit larger than any president has at any one term. He's the only president other than Herbert Hoover who has that lost more jobs. Since Herbert Hoover, the idea that he did something that was significant in the military. When he was president, there are still killing people in Afghanistan. We are still finding ourselves in a position. We had a notion that, dude, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Biden votes, dude. Skibbity Joe or that guy from Home Alone? Real. It's a real poll, guys. It's a real one. So is there no audience here? I don't know. I thought this was gonna be actually an audience. This sort of thing, but I can't watch it on the side, brother in Christ. I don't want to get copyright striked. Turn the audio on barely. I can't, brother. I can't. I don't have an audio source. I tried connecting my AirPods. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all, man. Dude. Does not work at all. Don't worry. Viewers are coming in for this soon. I'm going for Ken, not gonna lie. How would Trump ensure prices aren't driven higher by the 10% tariffs he wants and all goods coming into the U.S.? Dude, I don't want to get banned. Bro, who cares? Get copyright? Nothing's gonna happen. Yes, bro. I could actually get a strike if you do this. Obviously I am reacting to it, and I guess there is no audio, but still I could. Like, and that's a very, very serious thing. And this would be grounds for it potentially. So this isn't just like whatever. This is like it could be something stupid that turns into detrimental. So I don't want to do that. They can copyright a presidential debate. It's fair use. That's not true, bro. There is no audio. You guys can't hear this. There is nothing. Can you? Wait, hold on. I actually didn't think of this. I could potentially... This is fair because your face is over it? I don't know if that's how that works, man. I don't know if that's true. There is audio. I just realized I might not be able to hear the audio, but maybe if I put it to the microphone, you guys could hear it. Yeah. I didn't think of this. I didn't think of this. Your monitor has speakers. I hear it. If you're hearing it, you're hallucinating. I just put it on so you can hear. Over here. There's no speakers. There's nothing coming through my mic, for the record. But I just did put it on. So you guys can hear it. I can't hear it, though. So that's unfortunate for me. But, you know, honestly, sure. It's true, though. It's true the thing says detected copyright content, avoid the mission because it will block the stream while you're live. That is true. It would give me a warning, I suppose. We could do that. Alright. Let's do this thing. We'll see how this works. Dude, how old are these people? Higher the volume, please. Okay, we'll put it up a little more. There we go. I'm not going past that, though. That's probably good enough. Viper is capping one of the presidents on the debate, literally. This is true. I got these caps on. The caps are on. I want to see how old they are. I don't remember how old these guys are. They're old, though. Like, let's be real. Oh boy. Oh snap. Riley was yapping. I did not was not paying attention. Please raise a dude. I'm not raising anymore. I'm sorry. YouTube coming on with a strike. We'll see. Hopefully we'll be good here. CNN does have 1 million watch though. 1.1 over here. Dude, that's a lot. So I think Trump is 78, 79. So Trump, let's see. Trump age. Trump is 78. He was born on June 14th, so he just turned 78. 1946. That's crazy. That is actually insane. I'm pretty sure Joe Biden is 82, I think. 81, November 20th, 1942. So he turns, dude, it's coming in. Trump is cooking? Dude, Trump is going off right now. I think Biden is 200 election. Help America is demanding oil. What do I do? You get more oil, baby. We love oil. Also, this is very interesting. I mean, obviously in debates, you know, Biden wears a blue tie. Donald Trump wears a red one. Usually that's always what happens. But what's interesting though is that obviously usually they put the Democrat on the left and the Republican on the right because of you know how it is. And I guess in their view they are, but I'm pretty sure it's usually like Joe Biden's on the left or the right of the screen right here. Usually they always do it, like the other way. Dude, I'm not raising anymore, Aggie. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not doing anymore. The audio is more likely to get copyrighted, I think, than anything else. Why not Viper? I just said it. Eastern delay. Red or blue? I'm more of like a purple type of guy myself. This isn't really purple, but you know. Just watch it on the side, dude. I'm not watching it on the side, bro. If you want to listen to it full volume, you gotta listen to it on the side. I'm sorry, man. We got subtitles here. I'm not doing anything else, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we actually get anyone here in the stream. That'd be kind of hype. But like the stream if you want more of this. I don't know. More presidential debates, baby. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe there's people in presidential debates who want to watch this stream. Who knows? But I'd be studying and I couldn't hear. But if you won't get copyrighted if you do whatever, that's not true. That's not how that works. Purple on top. It's a Jeb sweep, baby. Jeb sweep. Oh yeah, baby. Do not. How dare you say English or Spanish in my sacred chat? Unbelievable. All right. Dude. CNN is an A- total grade, dude. They got a better grade than me. What the heck, man? This is crazy. Dude, we're losing subscribers. No one likes this. No one likes politics.
Thank you, President Trump. Anna?
This is the first presidential election.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We're cooking today, baby.
This morning, the court
think Biden get rid of the taxes. Think, Joe, think. After 500 years,
despite that state's restrictions,
what will we have?
Former President Trump.
I'll still have you, Donald. I'll still have you. Real one. For the last 5 subs since the stream started, dude. People don't like it. People don't like this at all. I'm gonna blame you guys for these lost subs. One question should be,
used in
who's more
about
skibbity?
two-thirds
I think
of all
Joe is
abortions.
quite more skibbity.
As
I'm not gonna lie.
would you
Joe is
block
pretty
abortion
skibbity.
medication?
First of all, the Supreme
Dude,
Court
that
just
thing was
approved
probably the
abortion
most
bill.
cringe thing I've ever heard in my
And I
life,
agree
though.
with
That,
their decision to have
dude,
done
who was that guy's
and I
name
will
again?
not
Stephen
block it.
Cohen, whatever?
And if
Dude,
you
I
look
don't remember.
at this whole
But dude.
question that you're asking,
And I will not block it.
complex, but not really
And if you look
complex.
at this
51
whole
years ago,
question
you had
that
Roe
you're
v.
asking,
Wade,
a
and
complex,
everybody wanted to get
but
it
not
back
really
to the
complex,
states.
51
Everybody,
years.
without exception.
You go.
Democrats,
You had Roe v. Wade,
Republicans, liberals,
and everyone
conservatives,
wanted to
everybody wanted it back.
get it back
Religious
to the
leaders.
states.
And what I
Everybody
did
without
is
exception,
put three great
Democrats,
Supreme
Republicans,
Court
liberals,
justices
conservatives,
on
everybody
the
wanted to
board,
get back
and
religion.
they happened to vote
But what I
in
did
favor
is I
of
put 3 great
killing
Supreme
Roe
Court
v.
justices
Wade and moving it back
on
to
the court.
states. This
And they
is
happened to vote in
something
favor of killing Roe v.
everybody
Wade.
wanted. Now, 10
And moving it
years
back
ago or so, they started talking
to the
about how
states.
many weeks and how many this.
This
and
is something that
getting
everyone
into
wanted.
other things, but every
10 years
legal
ago.
scholar
Also, they
throughout the
started talking about
world,
this many weeks
most
and how many
respected, wanted it
is
brought
getting
back
into
to the
other
states.
things.
I
But
did
every
that.
legal scholar
Now the states are
throughout
working
the
it
world,
out. If you look
the most
at
respected,
Ohio, it was a
wanted it
decision
brought
that
back to the
was-
states.
it was
I
an
did
end
that.
result that was a
Now
little
the
bit
states are
more
working.
liberal than you would have
If you look at
thought.
Ohio, it was a
Kansas, I
decision
would say the
that was
same
an end.
thing.
A result that was
Texas is
a little bit
different,
more
Florida
liberal
is different,
than you would have
but they're all
thought.
making their
Kansas,
own
I would say the
decisions
same
right
thing.
now.
Texas
And right
is different.
now, the
Florida
states
is
control it.
different.
That's
But they're all
the vote of
making
the
their own
people.
decisions right now.
Like Ronald
And
Reagan,
right
I believe
now,
in
the states control it.
exceptions.
That's the
I am a
vote
person
of the
that
people.
believes.
Like
And
Ronald
frankly,
Reagan,
I think
I
it's
believe
important to believe in the
in the
exceptions.
exceptions.
Some people, you have to
I
follow
am
your
a
heart. Some people don't believe in that. But I believe in the
person
exceptions
that believes
for
it frankly. I think it's
great
important to believe in the
incest and
exceptions.
the
Some people you have
life
to
of
follow your heart. Some
mother.
people
I
don't
think
believe
it's
it,
very
but I believe in the
important.
exceptions
Some people
for
don't.
rape,
Follow your heart. But
incest,
you have to
and
get
the life
elected
of the
also.
mother.
And
I think it's very
because that
important.
has to do
Some
with
people
other
don't
things. You got to get elected.
follow your heart.
The problem they
But you
is
have
they're
to get
radical
elected
because they
also.
will
And because it
take
has to
the
do
life
with
of a
other things,
child
you got to
in
get
the
elected. The
8th
problem
month,
that
the
I have
9th
is
month,
they're
and even
radical.
after birth.
Because they
After
will
birth, if you
take
look
the
at
life of a child
former governor of
in the
Virginia,
8th month, the
he
9th
was
month,
willing
and
to
even
do
after birth.
this.
After
He
birth,
said,
if you
"We'll
look at
put
the
baby aside, and
former
we'll
governor of
determine what we
Virginia,
do with the
he was
baby,
willing
meaning we'll
to do
kill
this.
the baby."
He was said, "We'll
What
put
happened is
the
we
baby
brought it
aside.
back
I will
to the
determine what
states,
we
and
do
the
with the
country
baby,
is now
meaning
coming
we'll kill the
together
baby."
on this issue.
What
It's been
happened
a great
is we brought
thing.
it back to the states,
you.
and the country is
Biden.
now coming
It's been a
together
terrible
on this issue.
what you've done.
It's been a great thing.
The vast majority of
Thank you, President
constitutional
Biden.
scholars support it.
Wait, why did you say thank you, President Biden? Wait, what?
And that was,
Anyways,
this
so
idea
I'm
that
assuming you
they're
guys say in
wrong
chats
against
right
it
now.
is just ridiculous.
Well,
And this is
that
about
was
certain
this.
states that
Okay,
do We're in a
you
state
can't hear him.
where in 6
It's
weeks,
just ridiculous.
you don't even
And
know
this is
what
the
you're
guy
talking
who
about,
says
but you
the
cannot
state should
see
be
a
able to
doctor
have it.
and
We're in the
you
state
can
where
decide
in
on
6 weeks
what
you don't
your
even know whether
circumstances
you're
are
pregnant
for
or
you to
not.
go. The
You
idea
cannot
that
see the
state
doctor
federal
heavier
laws
and
will
have
say
him
that
decide
each
on
turn
what your
civil rights
circumstances
rights
are,
states,
whether you
but
need
each
help.
state have a different
The idea
law.
that states are able
Look,
to do
there's
this
so many
as
young
a little
women who
saying,
were
we're going to
including a young
turn
woman who
civil
just
rights back as
murdered.
states that each
And
state has a
we
different
went
rule.
to the funeral.
Look, there are so many young
idea
women
that
who have been included
she
a young
was
woman who was
murdered
just
by-
murdered,
by
and
a
you went to the
immigrant
funeral.
coming in and
Idea
talk about
that she was
Here's
murdered
the deal.
by
There's a lot of
an
young
appear
women
AI
raped
sponge to
by
confuse copyright claim. Okay, there's no copyright claims yet.
by their spouse,
If I do see one, then I will end
brothers
stream.
and
But
sisters.
I'm not putting on AI sponge as well. That's gonna be
And if
awful.
you do
Stop
that
reading the
for now,
subtitles.
then
Why?
you
You don't
try
like
to
me
get
seeing
them
reading the
across state
subtitles, man?
lines.
Thank you.
Is it messing you up?
There have been
Okay,
many
look, I
young
can't hear
women
anything, so I have no
murdered
issues with it.
by the same
Okay,
people he
look.
allows to come across our
I'll
border.
construct my
We
PC
have
in
a
the
border
meantime.
that's the most dangerous place
But look,
anywhere in
look,
the world,
guys.
considered the most
I'll
dangerous
stop
place
reading it.
anywhere in the world.
I'm watching this.
And
I
they opened it
I
up,
stopped.
and
I
these
stopped.
slaves are
All right,
coming
fine.
into our country,
Fine.
and they
Fine.
are raping and killing
You just
women.
try not to get copyrighted here. All right, guys.
As far
Sorry.
as the abortion's concerned,
Sorry.
it's now back with the states. The states
What
are
can I
voting.
say?
In many cases, it's frankly a very liberal
If an Austrian
decision.
man
In
gets
many
rejected by
cases,
art
it's the
school,
opposite.
dude.
But they're
If an
voting,
Austrian
and
man
it's
made it
bringing
into
back
art
the vote of
school,
the people, which is
the
what
whole course of the
everybody
world would have
wanted,
been much
including
more
the
different,
founders,
dude.
if they knew
I swear.
about this issue, which frankly they didn't.
It's true. Hello,
But
Sergeant
they
Blade.
would have, everybody wanted brought back. Ronald Reagan
Trump's going
wanted it
crazy
brought
right now.
back. He wasn't
Hello, the tentacle. Welcome to the stream. Greetings from Germany. Well, welcome, Ella.
Many presidents had tried.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I was the one to
This is
do
very
it.
hype.
Again,
This time, please don't mute me. I will not mute you.
And
I
that's
apologize
what
if one of my
they
mods do.
wanted.
They will be
Every
instantly
legal
banned
scholar wanted
if they
it
mute
that
you.
way.
You are
Staying
invincible.
on the topic of abortion, President
Also, Viper,
Biden,
how will they
7
cover your stream if they are
states-
currently streaming right now?
I'll
It's
let
not
you do that,
pre-recorded.
as
Dude,
this
if
is
you
insane
record it,
topic.
YouTube has a
7
system in
states
place
have
where
no
they will
legal
ban
restrictions
or
on
detect
how far
copyright
into
audio.
pregnancy a
And it's
woman
pretty
can
dang
get
good,
an
man.
abortion. Do you support
You didn't hear what
any
Trump
legal
said?
limits on
I
how late a
can't
woman
hear.
should be
I
able
have
to
turned it
have
on so that you guys can
I
hear,
support
but
Roe
I
v.
can't hear
Wade,
anything.
which had 3
That's why I'm
sides.
reading the subtitles.
First time is
I have no
between
idea.
the woman and the doctor.
Did Germany invade
Second
another
time
country
is
again?
between the doctor
Was he talking about?
and the
I'm
patient
assuming
situation.
that Trump was
Third
talking about
time
Germany.
is between the doctor. I mean,
You have
between the
AirPods,
woman
right?
and
They
the
don't
state.
work, brother in
The
Christ. How
idea
many times have I
that
said this?
politicians-
They don't work.
That the founders want the politicians
Alright.
to be the ones making decisions about women's
Let me
health
get this plugged
is
in.
ridiculous. That's the last. No politician is making that decision. A doctor should
Yo.
make those decisions. That's how it should be run.
Trump has brought up
That's
the
what's
part
gonna
where
be
Joe
done.
pooped himself.
And if I'm elected, I'm
Congrats to
gonna
the child,
support
Viper.
it.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
He can take the life of the
So
baby
kind of you.
in the 9th month and even after birth.
I'm pregnant
But some
and
states, Democrat run, take it after birth.
How do I
Again,
plug this
Governor,
in?
former
Oh, it's down
Governor
here. I found
Virginia.
it.
Put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's,
Oh, wait, what?
he's
Oh, there
willing
it is.
to, as we say, rip the baby out.
Yo,
of the
wait, hold on.
ninth
That's kind of
month
sick, though.
And kill the baby.
That kind of sick or what?
Nobody wants that to happen.
Alright.
Democrat or Republican, nobody wants it to happen.
Oh boy.
That is
Make
simply
sure this
not
doesn't fall
true.
out.
The Roe v. Wade does not
If your
provide
cap
that.
fits,
That's
dude,
not the
this fits.
circumstance. Only woman's
This
life
fit
is
goes
in danger.
crazy.
She's gonna
The
die.
northern edge is the
That's the only
backwards C
circumstance
shape
where that
fuck
can
thing.
happen. But we are not.
I'm not gonna
related
turn it
to
up though.
abortion,
I'm
period.
sorry, brother.
Period.
The Roe
I
v.
really
Wade
don't wanna
have
get copyrighted
late-term abortion. You can
But
do
your cap
whatever
says
you want,
America?
depending on the state. You
Okay,
can do whatever
the
you
top
want.
cap
We don't think
does
that's a
not
good
say
thing.
America.
We think it's a radical
It in
thing.
fact says
We think the Democrats
Dominican
are the
Republic
radicals, not the
or
Republicans.
Republica
For
Dominicana.
51 years, that was
It
the
is
law.
not an
51
American
years, constitutional
to
scholarship
be
said
honest
it was the right way to go. 51 years, and it was taken away because this guy put very
this is
conservative
hype.
members on the Supreme Court. Takes credit for taking it away.
I want
What's
to get
he
rid of
gonna
this
do?
monitor now.
What's he going to do? In fact, if the
Dude, there's so much stuff in my
Republicans,
room.
he
I don't
gets
know what I'm gonna do with
elected,
all
and the
this.
MAGA Republicans control the Congress, and they pass a universal.
I'll put it on
ban
the floor for
abortion,
now because I
period,
don't know where else to put it.
across the board at 6 weeks or 7 or 8 or 10
This is
weeks.
great.
Something very, very conservative. Is he
We
gonna
love
sign that bill?
this
I'll
wonderful
vote.
Trump debate.
Let's sign it.
Thank you.
Debate.
Over the issue of immigration and border security, President Biden, a record number of migrants have illegally crossed the southern border.
The grape without the G
unwarranted.
was included in the discussion. I mean, yeah, I already
Overwhelming
read that out
border
loud.
states and overburdening
You already
cities
broke it?
such as
Okay,
New York
obviously I
and
didn't.
Chicago, and in some cases causing real safety and security concerns. Given that, why should
Um,
President trust you to solve this crisis?
Because we worked very hard to get a bipartisan agreement that not only changed all of that, it made sure
There
that
we
we
go.
had in a situation where we had no circumstance where they can come across the border with the number of border police there are now. We significantly increased the number of asylum officers. Significantly.
Perfect. Alright, put it down
by
there.
the
Poll is
border
50-50.
endorsed-
Perfect.
endorsed
If
laws.
it's a missing another stream, that officially means he's in your
That,
closet.
we
Okay,
found
that's not
ourselves
true,
in a
guys.
situation where
Izzo will be
he was
here.
president, he was separating
guys,
babies
you gotta
from
believe me.
their mothers, putting them in cages, making sure they were the families were separated. That's not the right way to go.
Joe
What
looks
I've
sad
done
and
since
tired.
I've changed the law. What's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where
Cap.
40% fewer people coming across the
No,
border
it's true.
legally. It's better. than
Joe always
what
looks
we
sad
had
and tired.
and I'm going to continue
not gonna lie.
until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we
Oh, he
can
do be
do,
studying, I can
more
see it.
border patrol and more.
I said Biden's only talking about Trump instead of
President
fixing his own problem.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the
I look, you feel
safest
bad
border
for
in the history
Joe?
of our country. The border, all he had to do
No
was leave
shot.
it. All he had to do was leave it.
That's my. That's
He
the most
decided
popular
to open
president of
up
all
our
time,
border,
everyone.
Open up our country to
I need
people
money for
that are
tea. Tax
from
Britain is
prisons.
on me today.
people
Real.
that are from mental institutions, insane asylum, terrorists. We have the largest number of terrorists.
What is
coming
What is he
into our
doing, by the
country
way?
right now.
Hold on.
All
What is he
terrorists
doing?
All over the world.
Where's he
not
looking?
Just in South America, all over the world. They come from the Middle East, everywhere. All over the world, they're pouring in.
Bro, he was just like
This guy
staring off
just
real quick.
lifted
What was
over.
that? You
And
see
he
that?
didn't need legislation because I
It was
didn't
like
have
I know
legislation.
that
It's
Donald
in
is
place.
to
We have
his
the
right,
safest border
actually.
in
So like it
history.
was like
In that final
he was just
couple
looking
of months
away.
of my
He sees a
presidency,
minor. There's a
we
minor.
had,
There's no audience,
according
but
to
he still
Border
sees
Patrol
someone.
rules,
A child
and
sneaks
by the
in.
way, who endorsed me for president, but I won't say that.
Dr.
He
Disrespect's
endorsed
dad.
me for
What is he
president.
doing?
Random.
He kinda just looking
I'll stick
around.
to him. But look, we had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never
Dude,
been anything
Joe's
like
older
it.
than
And
Earth. He
people
looks
are
confused. He
dying
does
all
look
over the
confused.
place, including the people that
Okay,
are
he has
coming
more of a
out
normal
of
face
Childcare.
now.
President
But
The only terrorist who's done anything across the border is one who came along and killed 3 under his administration. Killed
Dude.
an Al Qaeda person.
Now what's up, Dylan? Welcome to the stream. Look at this presidential
Killed
debate
3
where they're debating
American
presidentially.
soldiers. Killed 3 American soldiers. That's the only terrorist that's there. I'm
Joe
not
doesn't know
saying
where he
no
is.
terrorists ever got through, but the idea they're emptying their prisons. We're
Biden just got a quick nap
That's
over
simply
there.
not true. There's no
Dude.
data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating. He's lying.
President Trump,
Let's see.
staying on the topic of immigration, you've said that you're going to carry out, quote, the largest domestic deportation operation in American
I'm changing the
history,
title of the stream real
unquote.
quick.
Does
Excuse
that
me, man.
mean that you will deport every undocumented immigrant in America, including those who have jobs, including those whose spouses are citizens, and including those who have lived here for decades? And if so, how will you do it?
Just 1 second. He said we killed 3 people.
Alright.
The people we killed are al-Baghdadi and Soleimani. The two greatest.
Sir, can you listen to this debate too? I'm reading the subtitles at least.
On everything, not just border, on everything. He's
But unfortunately, I can't because I have no audio sources. But I'll get something.
Hundreds of thousands of people
Eventually.
dying, and also killing.
Everyone watches Joe's
citizens
leaving right
when
now.
they come in. We are living right now.
He does
in
actually
a
look
rat's
confused
nest.
actively.
They're killing our people in New York, in California, in every state in the union because we don't have borders anymore. Every state is now a border, and because of his ridiculous,
Trump is kinda
insane,
spinning
and very
right now.
stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens.
As a Donald Trump.
At a level that we've never seen. We call it migrant crime. I call it Biden migrant crime. They're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen before.
Dude.
And you're reading it like these three incredible.
It'd actually be
young
kind of
girls
crazy
over
if
the last few
Trump
days.
does get elected again.
One of them had
If
just
that does
spoke to the
happen.
mother, and
Dude, I
he
mean,
just had the funeral. for
there's only
this
one other
little
time where
12
somebody
years
who
old. This
got out
is
of office
horrible what's
got elected
taken
later.
place. What's taken place in our country?
That'd be wild.
We're literally
This is Grover Cleveland,
an
my boy.
uncivilized country now. He
Um,
doesn't want it to be. He just doesn't know. He opened the borders. Nobody's ever seen anything like. And we have to
He
get
is
a
that
lot
guy
of these
from
people
Long.
out, and we have to get them out fast because they're going to destroy our
Oregon is
country.
too expensive.
Just take a look at
Skill
where they're
issue,
living. They're
clearly.
living in luxury hotels
Alright.
in New York City and other places.
Bump it up a little more.
Our veterans are
We'll
on
see.
the street. They're dying.
I'm gonna
because he
edge
doesn't
the
care about our
copyright system
veterans.
here.
He doesn't care. He doesn't like the
Trump is
military
cooking.
at all.
He
And
is
he doesn't
kinda
care
cooking
about
right
our
now.
veterans. Nobody but
It does seem like a bit of a
I had the
mismatch.
highest
Joe is literally
approval
sleeping
rating
right now.
for
Look at him.
veterans taking care of the VA. He has the worst. He's gotten rid of all the things that I
Bo is
approved.
snoozing.
Choice that I got through Congress.
Trump is yapping more,
all
but
of the different things I approved, they abandoned. We had by far the highest, and now it's down in less than half because he's done all these great things that we did.
Rod Hillary.
And I think he did it
Rod
just because
Hillary.
I approved it, which is crazy. But he has killed so
Rod
many
Hillary
people in
Clinton.
that border by
Thank you,
allowing
President.
if
all
Rod
of
Hill
these
was in
people
this,
to come in.
dude, he'd be
And it's a very sad day.
killing it right now.
President
Thanks,
Biden,
though,
you have the
main
mic.
Every single thing.
Lee
he says
Boy.
is a
Thanks
lie.
for subscribing.
Every single
Appreciate
one.
it.
For example,
You tell him Orange
veterans
Man.
are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act.
If I have something to say,
1 million of them now have insurance.
No, that's a
and their
lie, every
families
single
have
one.
it. Their families have it because what happened, whether it was Agent Orange or burn pits, they're all being covered now. And he opposed, his group opposed that. We're also
Agent
in a
Orange?
situation where
Huh?
we have great respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq, living right next to one of those burn pits, came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. I was recently in France for D-Day, and I
still don't know
spoke
why
all
Trump is
about
orange,
those
though.
heroes that died.
I don't
I
know
went
either.
to the World War II cemetery.
He just
World
is.
War I cemetery. He refused to go.
And singing Ice Spice song, dude.
4-star general. And
Last
he told
time
me, he said, I don't
I
want to
watched
win
an
it
Ice
because
Spice,
we're
I
not
listened to
the
an Ice
losers
Spice
and
song, it did
suckers.
not go very well.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President Trump?
First of all, that was a made-up quote. Suckers and losers.
Is
They
mewing?
made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine.
Fine,
It's
so, like-
failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19
I see, it's
people
this
that
way.
said I didn't say it.
I
And
keep forgetting
think of
that my
this.
camera's
Who would
reflected.
say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our
Live-
veterans?
live
nobody's
reaction?
taken better care. I'm so glad this came up. And he
I'm
brought
in
it
Germany
up.
on vacation right now.
There's nobody that's taken better care of our
Brother
soldiers
Christ.
than I have.
No, I
To
don't. I just don't
think
believe
that I
it.
would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up, just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up, just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking. It's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
4-star general standing to your side who was on your staff who said you said it. Period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize.
Sorry, I was just trying
Why,
to
why?
reenact Joe.
We've done more for
I was
veterans
just
than any
thinking
president has in American history.
Is there actually an echo?
American history.
Oh no, it's
And
not
they
you right
now
now.
are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have
plus
as a
one sub.
country
Let's go, baby.
is to care for our veterans when they come
Bro
home.
is angry.
and
Bro
their
is
families,
angry.
and equip them when they
Who
go
lets
to
this guy
war.
cook?
That's what we're
How
doing.
long is
That's what the VA is doing
long
now.
is this? Is that
They're
now?
doing more for veterans than ever
Dude.
before in our history.
All right, thank you so much.
Topic of foreign policy. I want to begin with Russia's war against Ukraine, which is now in its third year. Former President Trump,
go.
Russian
Biden's selling?
President Vladimir
Is this true,
Putin
chat?
says he'll only end this war if Russia
chat?
keeps the
But what has
Ukrainian
happened? All I hear is
territory it
border
has already
Mexico and the
claimed,
babies.
and Ukraine
exactly.
abandons
That's
its
it. That's
bid
about it.
to
You got
join
it.
NATO. Are
Ukraine.
Putin's terms acceptable to you?
First of all,
Reports are
our
selling.
veterans and our
Biden smells
soldiers
like poop. Is
can't
this true?
stand this guy. They
Mods,
can't
is this
stand
true?
him. They think he's the worst
not, we
commander in
gotta
chief,
ban
if
this
that's
guy.
what you call him,
For real.
that we've ever had. They can't stand him. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's
Who doesn't
based
seem like a
on every
waifu?
single
I
bit of
agree with
information.
that.
As far as Russia
Just
and
water
Ukraine,
ponding.
if we had a real president, the president that knew, that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much
Dude,
more
what
than
was
people
Biden
know. You know,
doing
they
now?
talk about numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe
I enjoy
triple
watching
those numbers.
Biden's facial
He
expressions.
did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged
It's quite
Russia
funny.
from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a
all I hear is
horrible,
old men talk,
embarrassment, most
about
embarrassing moment
Putin.
in the history of
True.
our country.
I mean,
that when Putin watched
basically.
that, and he
I mean,
saw
basically
the
that's all-
incompetence, that he
I
should
mean,
have
it's-
fired those generals like I fired
Kinda
the
already
one
know
that
what
you
both of them are
mentioned.
gonna say.
And so he's got no love lost.
Like,
but he should have fired
know.
those generals. No general
What else can
got
you do?
fired for the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan, where we left billions of
Who watched
dollars
it from
of
the camera?
equipment
What the heck?
behind. We lost 13 beautiful soldiers.
Biden's done. It's only
and
been 30
38
minutes.
soldiers were
Biden's
obliterated.
finally
And
for
by the way, we
serious,
left
though.
people behind too. We left American
As am
citizens
I.
behind. When Putin saw that, he said, "You know
Oh,
what?
yeah, he's
I
gone.
can really go in and maybe take my." This was his dream. I talked
Bro's-
to him
bro's-
about it.
bro's
His dream.
dead.
The difference
Bro
is
is gone.
he never would
Oh,
have
wait, he's back.
invaded
He's back.
Ukraine. Never. Just like Israel would have never
The
been
comeback was
invaded.
absurd,
In a
dude.
million
He was
years
fine
by
a second ago,
Hamas.
and then let it come back.
You know
You
why?
see him.
Because Iran was broke with me. I
Oh
wouldn't
my
let
gosh.
anybody do business with them. They ran out
We
of
broke
money.
hard.
They
Oh,
were
no,
broke.
no.
They had no
Joe
money for
Biden.
Hamas.
Joe
They
Biden.
had no
Come
money
back,
for
Joe Biden.
anything.
Joe.
No money
Joe.
for terror.
Stay
That's
with me,
why
Joe.
No terror at all.
Okay.
During
He's
my
back. He's back. He's back.
administration. This place, the whole world was blowing up under him.
John Trump's just talking to himself. He's
Never heard so much malarkey
Oh, my
in my
God.
whole life. Look, the fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first.
Joe, stay with me, Joe.
Iran
That's so much
attacked
malarkey.
American
You
troops.
tell him, Joe.
Kill
You
cause brain damage for a number of
Come on, Joe.
and he did nothing about
Joe,
it.
spit some
He
bars
said
out
nobody was
here.
president. They attacked. He said they're just having headaches. That's all it is. He didn't do a thing when the attack took
Let's go.
place, number one.
Thank you to
two,
Laughing Locust.
we got
Appreciate
over
you for subscribing.
100,000 Americans and others
I'm trying not to laugh.
of Afghanistan during that airlift. Number three, we found
Joe looks
ourselves in a
sleepy. Joe always
situation
does
where
look sleepy.
if you take a look at what Trump did in Ukraine, this guy told
Dude.
Ukraine, he told Trump, do
Hype.
whatever you want, and do whatever you want. And that's exactly
Dude,
what
let me
Trump
fix
did
my hats real quick.
to Putin, encourage him, do whatever you want. And he went in. And listen to what he said when he went in. He was going to take Kyiv in 5 days, remember? Because it's part of the old Soviet Union. That's what he wanted to reestablish. Kyiv. And
Dude,
he,
it would
in
actually be
fact,
crazy if
didn't do it
Biden's
at all. He
elected and
didn't
he's
when they
literally
get
in
it
office
done.
until
And
he's
they've lost
86.
they've lost
That would
thousands
be
and thousands of troops.
Thank
500,000
you.
troops.
dude.
President Trump.
I
if
know.
I
You
should make a
could-
video of this
for
stutter
1
count,
minute,
easy
I just wanna
views.
go back
True.
to my original question,
I could
which is,
easily do
are
that.
Putin's terms acceptable to you?
Dude, that would be
Putin's
so much
territory
though.
is
You'd have to
No,
load. It'd be
they're not
like,
acceptable.
dude.
But look, this is
That
a
would
war
actually,
that never
like-
should have started. If
Oh,
we
I
had
get-
a
that's
leader
actually
in this
tempting
war,
though. I
he
could
led
do that,
everybody
but
along. He's given $200 billion
would that get taken out for
now or
copyright? Is that
more
worth it?
to Ukraine? He's given $200 billion. That's a lot of money.
Gonna
I don't
cough
think
again
there's
fast.
ever been anything like it. Every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion.
$200 billion
He's
is a
the
lot of
greatest salesman ever. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anything. I'm only saying the money that we're spending on this war.
Joe.
And
Joe,
we
stay
shouldn't
with
be
us,
spending-
Joe.
It should have never
Joe?
happened. I will have that war
Okay.
settled between
Still some-
Putin and
he's fine.
Zelensky
He's fine.
as president-elect before I take office.
Bro,
on
I'm
January
gonna rather have a
12th.
little
I'll have that
change
war
to be
settled.
president than a dude
People
who
being
naps during the
killed
debate
so
69 times a minute.
needlessly,
Policy
so
charges, which would be a
stupidly.
better debate by
And
far.
I will get it settled, and I'll get it settled fast before I take office.
You
President
know,
Biden, you have a minute.
Dude,
the fact is that Putin is a war criminal. He's killed thousands and thousands of people. And he has made one thing clear. He wants to reestablish
1 hour later,
what
man, I'm
was
dead.
part of the Soviet Empire, not just a piece. He wants all of Ukraine. That's what he wants. And then do you think he'll stop there? Do you think he'll stop when if he takes Ukraine? What do you think happens to Poland? What do you think of Belarus? What do you think happens to those NATO countries? And so if you want a war, you ought to find out what he's going to do, because if in fact he does what he says and walks away, by the way, all that money we give Ukraine are from weapons we make here in the United States. We give them the weapons, not
Oh,
the
brother.
money at this point. And our NATO
sounds
allies
out of
have
breath.
produced as much funding
For
for
sure.
Ukraine as we have.
I
That's
believe
why
you.
it's,
I can
that's why
hear.
we're strong.
Thank you. Moving on to the Middle East. In October, Hamas attacked Israel, killing more than
Stockton
1,000
Rose is
people
inside
and
his lines.
taking
Is this true,
hundreds
guys?
of hostages. Among those held and thought to still be
This is
alive
so
are
sad.
5 Americans.
Dude, I thought there would actually be an audience.
Israel's
for this.
response has killed thousands of
Oh, Biden's got
Palestinians and
notes? I
created
don't
a
think Trump has
humanitarian
any.
crisis in
I'm
Gaza.
guessing Trump doesn't have
President Biden, you've put forward
But he might.
a proposal
But
to resolve
probably
this
doesn't need 'em.
conflict.
I'm gonna be real.
But so far, Hamas has
He
not
could be
released
spitballing all day.
the remaining hostages, and Israel is continuing its
There you go,
military
Biden.
offensive in Gaza.
Go get him,
So
Biden.
what additional leverage will you use to get Hamas and Israel
Well,
to
he's
end
got
the war?
that
You have
1,000-yard stare on
Number
lock,
one.
dude.
Everyone from the United Nations Security,
Sniper is voting
Security
for-
Council.
Dude, I'm gonna let
straight
it
from
pick
the
up to
G7,
random number
the
generator when I'm
Israelis
up there. I'll be
and
like,
themselves have
dude, I don't
endorsed
know.
the plan I put forward. Endorse the
Should I
plan I put
stream
forward.
myself voting?
There's just
That'd be
3
hype.
stages to it. The first
Is that
stage
allowed?
is
Can you see
getting
yourself voting?
the hostages for a
Dude,
ceasefire.
like, I've actually
Second
never voted
phase
for
is a
president before
ceasefire
because
with
when
additional
last
conditions.
election I was
The third
17.
phase
So
is no
This will be
end
hype.
of the war. The only one who wants the war to continue is Hamas. Number one, they're the only ones standing out. We're still pushing hard.
Sniper Charter twisted for
to
president.
get
Vote
them
right
to
now.
accept. In the meantime, what's happened?
Dude,
In
that guy from
Israel,
Home Alone
honestly,
is
the only
winning
thing I've
the
denied Israel
poll right now.
was 2,000-pound bombs. They don't work very well
Look
in
at that guy.
populated
Look at him go.
areas. They kill a lot of innocent people. We're providing Israel with all the weapons they need and when they need them. And by the way, I'm the guy that organized the
They are
world
both
against
old, though, you're
Iran
right.
when they had a full-blown intercontinental ballistic missile attack on Israel. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed.
Donald Trump
And
looks angry.
it stopped. We saved Israel. We are the biggest producer of support for Israel of anyone in the world. And so they're 2 different things. Hamas
Donald.
cannot be allowed to be continued. We continue to send our experts and our intelligence people as to how they can get Hamas like we did.
I hear about president with
We
the
don't
other
have to do it.
political
And
party
by the way,
versus the other
they've been
candidate.
greatly weakened.
Joe, wake up.
Greatly
Where's the
weakened,
script?
and they should be. They should be eliminated. But you've got to be careful for what using certain
I
weapons
mean, he's kind of.
among
been
population
talking.
centers.
Trump has been talking a lot more than he has. In
Just
his,
going back to
but there
Ukraine
you
for
go.
1 second.
Now he's going.
We have an ocean separating us.
See
The
this issue?
European nations
Das
together
ist ein sehr schönes,
have spent 100
What, that
billion,
is
or
a
maybe more than that, less than us.
very.
Why doesn't he call them
very
and say you got to
pretty.
put up your money
What was
like
it?
I did with NATO? I
Something?
got them to put up hundreds of billions of dollars. The Secretary General of
I don't
NATO
know
said
why.
Trump did the most incredible job I've ever seen. They wouldn't have any. They were going out of business. We were spending almost 100% of the money was paid by us. He didn't do that. He's getting all. You got to ask
Yeah,
these
this is
people
how-
to put up the money. We're over $100 billion
That'll be fun.
more
I'm just
spent,
sleeping
and
here.
it has a bigger
Registry.
impact
There's
on them
1.5 mil
because of
people on this
location,
right now.
because we have an ocean. in
Facts. When is
between.
Rod Hill
You
running
gotta
for
ask them
president?
as far as
Give me Rod
Israel
Hill.
and Hamas. Israel's the one that wants to go. He said
Huge
the only one
80
that wants to keep
mile
going
per
is
hour winds will
Hamas.
reach north
Actually,
Pittsburgh in an
Israel
hour.
is the
No
one,
way, Chad.
and you should
No
let
way.
him go and let him finish the
All right.
job. He doesn't want to do it. He's become like a Palestinian,
Trump
but
with
they
the
don't like
You
him
need more
because
hats?
he's a
I do
very
need more
bad
hats. You're
Palestinian.
right.
He's a weak one.
You're right about that,
President
brother.
Biden, you have a minute.
I've never heard
Give me
someone
another hat.
finish this. This is a guy who wants to get out of NATO. You're going to stay in NATO? He's going to pull out of NATO. The idea that we
Man,
have,
that's Storm Mon's
our
facts.
strength lies in our
Dude.
alliances as well. It may be a big ocean, but we're ever
Look
able
them
to
go.
avoid a
Look at
war
these
in
guys go.
Europe, a major war in Europe? What happens if, in fact, you have Putin continue
Wait,
to
I'm
go
right about
into
something?
the
Well, yeah.
NATO? We have
Obviously.
An Article 5 agreement. Attack on one.
How could I
attack
forget to put
all.
on more hats?
You want to start the nuclear war he keeps talking about.
Oh,
Go
mine
ahead.
leaving?
Let Putin go in and control Ukraine and then move on
That's
to
on my
Poland
wife.
and other places.
Real.
Let's just see what happens then. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Jahon
By the way,
Badon.
I got 50 other nations around the world
Good job,
to
mine.
support Ukraine,
Mine
including
leaving.
Japan and South Korea.
On election day,
Because they
stream
understand
Rod Hill
that this
2024
is-
facts.
This kind of dislocation.
Give me
is a
Rod
serious
Hill.
threat to the whole
I don't
world.
pay attention to what they're talking about anymore. Me
major
neither.
war in
I've
Europe has
completely
ever been able to be contained just
kind of
yet.
lost it.
President Trump,
towers.
just to follow up,
Trump trying not
would
to
you
laugh, level
support the
impossible.
creation of an independent Palestinian
Dude.
state in order to achieve
This is
peace
so
in the
hype.
region?
I'd have to see, but
Can you
before
see my
we do
name?
that,
Can
the
I?
problem we have
Oh, dude,
is that we
can I
spend
try
all
to
the
pronounce
money.
it?
So
Okay,
they
let
kill
me
us
try
on
my best
trade.
to pronounce your
I
name.
made great trade deals with the European nations because if you add them up, they're about the same size
Yuan.
economically. Their economy is about the same size.
It just
as
looks
the
like
United
yuan.
States. And they were
Yuan.
no cars,
Yeah.
no. They don't want
Sure.
anything that we have, but we're
Alright,
supposed
but no
to
one
take
cares about
their
these
cars,
two
their
old
food,
dudes
their
yapping. Just play
everything, their
TF2.
agriculture.
I'm not playing TF2
I
right now. I'm
changed
sorry,
that.
Banana. I
But the big thing I
apologize. But
changed is they don't want to pay.
absolutely, of course.
And
If
the
you're
only
asking me to
reason
sub to
that
Lems,
he
I
can
will never
play
subscribe to
games
Lems.
with NATO.
Did you
is
go
because I got
to
them to put up
correct
hundreds of billions of
home?
dollars. I said, and he's right about
Did I
this.
say it right?
I
Wait.
said, no, I'm not going to support NATO
Hold on.
if you don't
What do you
pay.
mean by that?
They asked me that question.
Yes,
Would
I
you
went to
guard us
correct.
against Russia at a very secret meeting of the
So is this for
28
Lems? Unhide Lems?
states
I'm not
at that
unhiding
time,
Lems.
nations at that time.
You were
And he
very
said,
wrong
no,
about
if you
that,
don't
guys.
pay,
All right.
I won't do that. And you know what happened? Billions and billions of dollars came flowing in the next day and the next
Joe,
months.
wake up, Joe.
But now we're in the same position.
Come on, Joe.
We're paying
there we go.
everybody's
Thank you.
bills.
He's fine. He's
Let's
fine.
turn to the issue
Am
of
I hidden?
democracy.
Oh, good
Former
Lord.
President Trump, I want to ask you about January 6, 2021. After you rallied your supporters that day,
That was
some
a
of
close
them
one.
stormed the Capitol to stop the constitutionally mandated counting of
Trump.
electoral votes. As president, you swore an oath to
If there's a
quote,
reason
preserve,
why
protect,
I'm gonna
and
start doing
defend,
YT
unquote,
vids.
the
Oh, for
Constitution.
real? Well, thank you.
What do you
Appreciate
say to
that.
voters who believe that you violated that oath through your actions and inaction on January
I'm
6th
just gone,
and worry that
man.
you'll do it again?
Well, I don't think too many believe
This is
that.
what you've
And let me
done
tell you
to
about
you've
January
done this
6th.
to yourself. I'm sorry.
On
man.
January 6th, we had a great border. Nobody coming through. Very
Oh, he's
few.
talking about January 6th.
On January 6th,
dude?
we
Oh,
were
boy.
energy independent.
Trump.
On January 6th, we had the lowest taxes ever. We
Trump,
had the
watch
lowest
out,
regulations ever. On January
Oh, no,
6th,
Trump,
we were
look
respected
out.
all over the world. All
Let's
over
do
the
it, boys.
world, we were
Can't do it.
respected. And then he comes
Unhide
in,
Lems?
and we're
I will
now
not
laughed
unhide
at.
Lems.
We're like a
Lems
bunch
will
of
stay
stupid people.
hidden. I'm sorry,
What
Lems.
happened to the
Lems is not
United
allowed
States'
here.
reputation
We do
under
not
this
like
man's
Lems here.
leadership is
On
horrible,
January 6th, I wasn't in
including
America. I had COVID.
weaponization, which I'm sure at some point you'll be talking about.
Where are the
where
towers?
he
Oh,
goes
they're
after
gone.
his political opponent
Dude, the
because he
towers
can't
are
beat him
gone.
fair and square.
It's
You have
over.
80 seconds left. My question was, what do you say to those voters who believe that you violated your constitutional oath through your actions
You just
and
hate
inaction
Lems? Of
on
course I
January
hate
6,
Lems. By
2021,
discrimination?
and
Well,
worry
yeah.
that you'll do it again?
Well, I didn't say that to anybody.
The
said
poor victory is
peacefully
so
and
unbelievably
patriotically.
cringe, Lemon.
And Nancy Pelosi, if you just watched
gotta tell you
the
that.
news from 2
It
days
is
ago,
extremely cringe.
on tape to her daughter, who's a documentary
Like the like ratio is better now.
filmmaker,
It used to be
like they
pretty
say.
bad, but
But she's saying, oh,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
it's
he's
my
like, wait, year?
responsibility. I was responsible for this.
dude,
Because I offered her 10,000 soldiers
Hold up
or
now, y'all.
National Guard, and she turned them down. And the mayor of, in writing,
you
by
haven't
the way,
watched
the mayor,
One Room?
in
I've never
writing,
even
turned it down.
heard
The
of
mayor
One Room before
DC.
this stream.
They turned it down.
I didn't even know that was
I
an
offered
anime.
10,000 because I could see. I had
POV
virtually
on September
nothing to do.
12th,
They asked me to go
and
make
the
a
tower would be
speech.
like,
I could see what was
I'm not
happening.
hiding
Everybody was
Lems.
saying they're going to be there on
Hey,
January
Lems.
6th. They're going to be there. And I said, you know what? There's a lot
September
of people
12th,
coming.
true.
You could feel
This
it.
is- this
you
is
could
true.
feel it too, and you could feel
towers do not
And I
like
said,
to
they ought to have
be
some
erect
it.
on
National
September
Guard or
12th,
whatever.
to say the
And I
least.
offered it to her.
It's
and
the
she
best
now
anime? It
admits
sounds
that
like an
she
awful
turned
anime,
it
would be
down.
honest with you.
And it was
Explain
the
to me the
same
plot of
day
the
she
slums.
was-
This will
I
probably be
don't
more
know,
interesting
you can't
than
be
this.
very happy with her daughter
Steve Lookner
because
isn't even
made her
back to
into a
it. He
liar.
just has the
She
debate
said,
on.
I take full responsibility for January
Steve Lookner,
6th.
should we get Steve Lookner copyright strike?
President Biden?
Look, he encouraged those folks to go up on Capitol Hill, number one. I sat in that dining room off the
Preposterous.
Oval Office.
Should they
I
have
sat
Subway
for
Surfers
3
gameplay in the
hours,
corner?
3 hours
Steve has
watching,
permission to show it?
begging,
No, he doesn't.
being begged
Cap.
by his vice president and a number of his colleagues in the Republican
He can't get
side as well
permission.
to do
He's not allowed.
something, to call for a stop, to end it. Instead, they talked about these people being patriots.
Yeah, anyways, 1.5 people
great
watching.
patriots
1.5
of
million
America.
watching this.
In fact,
No one's
he
tuning into
says
this
he'll
one.
not forgive them for what they've done.
What's my favorite romance
He says he
anime?
wants to
None.
commute
None
to
of the
sentences.
above. I've never watched a
And say
romance
that-
anime.
No,
Dude,
he
what?
went to every single
Good
court in
Lord.
the nation. I don't know how many.
But no, I
cases.
can't put on my headphones. Look,
Scores
well, you know
of
what?
cases, including the Supreme
I
Court.
have them on my bed
And
somewhere.
they said-
Let me
they said,
try
no, no,
and see if this will
guy
work. Proof
decides
four buttons on the
responsible
streams are better.
for
Look,
doing what
again, I
was
don't
done.
disagree,
Did do a damn
but they
thing.
don't
And
get
these
the
people should
views,
be-
baby. Okay.
and they
Look,
should
we can
be-
try. We could try horizontal,
He
but
wants to let them all
again,
out.
I just
And now he
don't
says
see
that
it
he's
happening.
a gang, such a whiner that he is, that there could be a bloodbath.
unless the
President
horizontal
Biden,
streams
President
can
Trump.
get more views,
What they've done to some
you're
people that
cringe,
are so
dude.
innocent.
No, that's not how this
You ought
works.
to be ashamed of yourself. What you have done, how you've destroyed
I'm gonna try to
the
turn on these
lives of
headphones.
So many people.
I did get them to work
when
for like the
they
first time
ripped down
last
Portland,
night,
when they ripped
but it took
down,
me like 15 minutes of
many
trying
other
to press
cities.
this on
You go to
button.
Minnesota,
You have to hold it in
Minneapolis,
just like a
what they've
perfect
done there
spot for
with
it
the
to
fires
work.
all
It's
over the
just like
city.
it's
If I
the most
didn't bring in the
annoying thing
National
ever.
Guard, that city would have been
Maybe
destroyed.
if I get lucky.
When you look at all of the, they took over
you mention
big chunks
Portland?
of Seattle. I was all set
Dude,
to
that's
bring in
hype.
the National Guard. They
Every
heard
time
that,
Biden
they
started
saw them
throwing a
coming
hat.
and they left
Dude, that's a
immediately.
good idea.
What he
Now
said
that's what I'm
about
talking about.
This whole subject project is so off. Peacefully patriotic. One other thing.
Oh, Joe.
The unselect committee, which is basically two horrible Republicans that are all
Trump is
gone now, out of office,
right now.
and Democrats, all Democrats.
Mr. President,
they
facts.
destroyed and deleted all of the information they
Twisted.
found because they found out we were right.
We love
We
Twisted.
were right. and they deleted
I would
and
vote for
destroyed all of the information.
Maybe I'll
They
vote for
should
you
go
anyways.
to jail for that. If a Republican
Not for real.
did that, they'd go
Guys,
to jail.
President
this is
Trump.
for
President
real
Biden,
though.
I'll
If
give
you
a
work,
minute.
if
The only person
obviously you have to be 35 to run for president, but once Mr. Beast gets to 35 years old, would you vote for Mr. Beast for president?
Simply not true.
This is a serious question.
There was no effort on
like,
his part
well, I don't know
to
how old
stop
he is
what was
now.
going on.
25 maybe. So in like 10 years,
Capitol
would he
Hill.
actually?
And
Would you
all
vote
those
for him?
people, every one of those who were convicted,
I feel like
turned over
if
deaths,
he ran,
turned them over statues.
he probably
The idea
would win.
that those people
Like,
are
genuinely.
patriots, come on.
Imagine how
When
he
I
would
asked
probably
the
have
first
like a
two
billion
debates
subs
we
by
had,
then.
the debates we had first time around, I said, "Will
Dude,
you denounce
I swear.
the Proud Boys?" He
That's
said,
nothing to do
"No,
with my
I'll tell them to
statement. I wasn't
stand
paying
by."
attention to his statement.
The idea he's
I don't know if it's on
refusing
really long.
to- will you
I'm not paying
denounce
attention to you.
these
Okay, I'm gonna
guys?
keep trying to turn
You
this off.
denounce the
This
people we're
works.
talking about now? You denounce the people who attacked
Beast
that
would win?
Capitol? What are you
Like
going to
genuinely,
do?
I think he would. Like other celebrities have ran, like
I'm going to
Kanye
give
ran,
you
but like
a minute,
Mr.
President
Beast
Trump,
would
for
run
a
and he
follow-up
would win.
question I have. After a jury
Genuinely.
convicted you of 34 felonies last month, you said if reelected,
Okay,
you would,
we're
quote,
talking to me.
have
Makes
every
sense.
right to go after, unquote,
So
your
I have main
political
character syndrome over
opponents.
here?
You just talked
Vote for
about
my cat. I'll vote
members
for
of
your
the
cat.
select committee on January
Plus,
6th
I'll
going to
plus
jail.
do that.
Your main political opponent is standing on stage with you
Boy, I love
tonight.
democracy.
Can you
I
clarify
sure hope my
exactly
vote
what
counts
it
this year.
means about you feeling you have every right to go after your
Oh
political
boy,
opponent?
I should.
Well, I said my retribution is going to be success. We're going to make this country successful again, because right now it's a failing nation.
Okay.
My retribution is going to be success.
Yeah, do this.
But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important
November
thing.
2028.
But he could
for
be a
real.
convicted felon as soon
Guys,
as he
I'll
gets
run.
out of office. Joe could be
When
a
I get to
convicted felon
35.
with all of the
So
things
just
that
wait.
he's done.
Just wait for
He's done horrible things. All of the death caused at the,
Dude, when would
the
that be?
border, telling the
2040?
Ukrainian people
I'll be eligible to
we're
run?
going to want
That's
$1 billion or you change the prosecutor. Otherwise,
Dude,
you're
if
not
I-
getting
if
$1
I was
billion.
president, would you
If
guys
I
vote for
ever
me?
said that, that's quid pro quo. That
If I
we're
as
not
you
gonna
as Joe
do
Biden, is
anything.
this true?
We're not going to give you $1 billion
Most Gen
unless
Z
you
and Gen
change
Alpha
your
would be
prosecutor
eligible
having
for
to
votes
do
at
with his
death.
son.
Yeah, exactly. Like
This man is a criminal.
there'd be so many kids who
This
grew up
man,
with
you're
Mr. Beast.
lucky.
Like,
You're lucky.
why
I
not?
did
Like,
nothing
they'd
wrong.
vote-
We'd
they'd
have a
vote for
system that
Jimmy
was
Donaldson.
rigged and disgusting. I did nothing
heck,
wrong.
I would vote for
Thank
Jimmy
you,
Donaldson.
President Trump. President Biden, you have said, I'm coming right to you, sir. You want to respond? Go ahead. I'll give you a minute to respond.
Yeah, Mr.
The
Beast or
idea
Steve Harvey, who would win?
That
I think it would just be Mr. Beast. I
I
don't think there's any other celebrity
It's simply a lie, number one.
who could beat
Number
Mr.
two,
Beast in an
the
election. I
idea
just don't.
that you
I
have
just
a
don't
right
see
to
it.
seek
I really
retribution
don't.
against any American just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever
Mr.
spoken
Beast
like that
100%
before.
versus Steve Harvey.
No president in our history has spoken
You'd
like
vote
that
for me?
before.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Number
That's
three,
huge.
The crimes
That's two
that you
votes.
are
That's
still
two votes. I
charged
just
with.
need,
And think of all the civil penalties.
78
How many
million more.
billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties
All right.
for molesting a woman in public? For
That's
doing
true,
all
actually. Wait,
range of things,
if everyone,
for having sex with
well, I
a
guess not
porn
everyone's an
star,
American,
on
but
the
like,
night
if
while
everyone
your
were
wife
to
was
vote for Mr.
pregnant,
Beast,
I mean, what
that's
are you
subscribed to him
talking
in
about?
America.
You have the morals of an alley cat.
Give you a minute, sir.
I mean, it's
I didn't
over.
have
It
sex
should
with
be
a porn
over,
star,
guys.
number one. Number two, that was a case that was started and moved. They moved a high-ranking official, a DOJ, into the Manhattan DA's office
trying
to
to get this
start that
working.
case. That case is going to be appealed and won. We had a very terrible judge, a horrible judge, Democrat. The prosecutor were all high-ranking Democrats, appointed
Moved
people,
the CEO of
and
Twitter.
both the civil and the criminal. He basically went after his political opponent because he thought it was going to damage me. But when the public
Actually,
found out
go
about these
X.
cases, because they understand it better than he does, he has no idea what these cases are. But when they found out about these cases, you know what they did? My poll numbers went up, way up. You know that because you're reporting it. And we took in more money in the last 2 weeks than we've
One
ever
day, that's
taken
the word.
in the history of any campaign. I don't think any campaign has ever taken hundreds of millions of dollars
It worked.
pouring in because the public knows
Wait, it
it's
worked.
a scam and it's a guy.
Wait,
that's
that might be
after his
it. It
political
might be.
opponent 'cause
There's
he
something
can't
here
win
because
fair and
when I
square.
bent it
Thank you,
back
President Trump. President
really
Biden,
far,
you have said,
it worked.
quote, Donald
I
Trump
turned on the
and his
headphones.
MAGA
Wait, I can
Republicans
listen.
are
up.
determined to destroy American democracy. Do you believe that the tens
Sorry,
of millions
hold
of
on.
Americans who are likely to vote for President Trump will be voting against American democracy?
The more they know about what he's done, yes.
Oh my gosh, is this what he sounds like? Is he okay? Wait, dude, what?
Decided in Iraq, because of Iraq, I said I wasn't going to run again until I saw what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. People coming.
Is this
out
actually what he has
swastika
been sounding like this entire time?
Torches. And
Dude, he sounds sick, dude. He actually sounds like.
Back in Germany.
Oh my gosh, what?
Young woman got
I did not think it was this bad.
And they asked him. They said, "What do you think of those people?"
Dude,
people
what?
The one who tried to stop him, and the one he said, "I think they're fine people on both sides."
I'm actually kind of concerned. Is he actually like okay right now?
Whatever say, Nazis coming out of fields carrying torches, singing the same anti-Semitic bile, carrying swastikas.
Message rejected.
People. This is the guy who says good things. I'd like to know what they are.
Dude.
Good things Hitler's done. That's what he said.
I'm gonna ban Iggy.
No sense in democracy.
President Trump.
I mean,
Jake, both of you know that, sir.
I mean, clearly from the vote, we have
because when you see the sentence,
dude, he is like 180 right now.
100%
clearly from the vote.
On this, so he just keeps it going. He says he ran because of.
You don't need to delete
He
every
didn't run
single
because of
message below.
He ran
Okay, I'm
because
just
it
gonna.
was his last chance.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna delete
He's not
Iggy's
equipped
last
to be
message.
president. You know it, and I know it's
and this
ridiculous.
will
We have a
clear
debate.
everything up for
We're
you
trying
guys,
to
okay?
justify his presidency. His
Okay, no, I'm
presidency,
just gonna tell him. 10
without
seconds.
question,
This is a better
the
solution.
worst president,
promise
the worst
to- promise
presidency in the history of our country. We shouldn't be having a debate about it. There's nothing to debate.
You just
He
start a
made up the
Minecraft server?
Charlottesville story, and you'll see it's
could, I
debunked
suppose.
all over the place. Every anchor has, every reasonable anchor has debunked it. And just
Dude,
the other
Joe
day it
actually
came out
sounds
where it was
so
fully debunked.
Like,
It's
he actually sounds
a
incredibly
nonsense
sick, and he's just
story.
like
He
staring
knows
off
that,
into space.
and he
now,
didn't
dude.
run because
Like,
of
actually,
Charlottesville.
genuinely.
He used that as an excuse to run.
President Biden.
And debunk. It happened. All you have to do is listen to what was said at the time.
There we go.
And the idea that somehow that's the only reason
Joe-
I ran. I ran
Where's
because
Joe
I was
looking?
worried a guy like this
Joe is
guy
not
would
looking
be
at the
elected.
camera.
If
There
he
we go.
thought they were good people coming out of that.
Joe sounds.
that forest,
Biden is just sick.
carrying
I
those
genuinely
that was
like.
carrying
Joe
those
actually
torches,
does sound
and he
sick.
didn't deserve to be president.
So like,
Didn't deserve to be president at all. And the idea that he's talking about all this being fabricated, we saw with our own eyes. We saw.
I
what
came back
happened on
older than
January
Biden the other day.
We
This
saw
is
the
true.
people breaking through the windows. We
Search
saw people
tanks are
occupying
driving in
land.
circles.
His own vice president. Look, there's a reason why 40 of his 44 top cabinet officers refused to endorse him this time. His vice president hasn't endorsed him this time. So why? Why? They know him well. They serve with him. Why are they not endorsing him?
Thank you, President Biden. We're going to be right back with more from the CNN presidential debate.
Okay, he kind of went off a little bit there. Biden is still alive. Biden is actually still alive somehow, barely. Alright, is this a break? How much longer does this debate go on for? I thought it was just an hour. No. Do not get me copyrighted with this stupid music, CNN. You better not, brother. We need to make another community account for real? Okay, I do. Alright. Sorry, it has to be done. We don't accept imposters on this channel, okay? Sorry, man. Also, I only timed over 10 seconds, so you should be back. But dude, fire thumbnail. Hype. Dude, look, they're on the left and right here. Wait, is the Xbox still on? Ha! Good lord. That should not still be on. Excuse me a moment. Turn off my Xbox. Alright, gamers. What are we doing? Who are you voting for, Viper? Coin flip, let's see. Random number generator. Actually, let's do heads or tails. Heads or tails, or secret third option. Oh my gosh. Dude. Okay, here we go. Coin flip 10,000 times. Okay, whatever, bro. Alright, flip again. Okay, if it's heads, Biden. If it's tails, then Trump. Well, there you go. Okay. Wow. Here we go. Now, dude, I mean, who knows? I don't know, man. Could be anyone at this rate. Alright, dude, it's not coming back, though. What is this? I mean, it's only gonna take a few minutes for this. But I'm taking a quick nap. Yeah, they had to, Give him a quick energy drink. Honestly, don't know who I'm voting for. I am gonna be honest though. Probably gonna be Trump. But I'll do my due diligence and actually look into the other candidates. But it would be unwise to vote a third party, so I was not ever planning on doing that. But yeah. Right now, I would lean towards Mr. Trump. But I hate Poland. Okay, it's all right. It's fine, guys. Should I play GeoGuessr in the meantime? Dude, I'm gonna play GeoGuessr. Screw it. While this is on, all right, dude. I don't care anymore. I'm playing GeoGuessr. You can't stop me. Okay. This is the presidential debate. Oh yeah, I upped. I'm now in gold, and people are so much better in gold, dude. I can't win like 11 games in a row anymore. It sucks. The Oilers won by 9 runs, dude. Oilers are goated. This is so boring. Okay, sorry, bro. Sorry, man. What did I tell you? Sorry, man. Not my problem. Against a team that swept them in the playoffs. Oh, baby. The Orioles are going to, you know, have a great, great year, regular season, just to lose in the playoffs again. It's unfortunate, it really is. Who's winning the Euros? I don't know anything about soccer. I'm gonna be honest. Are we back? Okay. Okay, I literally just found a game I was just about to cancel. Okay, great. I actually had to play this. Alright, sorry guys. This will be covering part of the screen, but don't worry, it'll be worth it. Oh no, keep going.
First terms, and you'd certainly face again in a second.
Dude, I don't know where this is.
President Biden, while black unemployment dropped to a record low under your presidency, black families still earn far less than white families. Black mothers are still 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes.
I think that's
and black Americans are imprisoned at 5 times the rate of white Americans.
Yeah.
What do you say to black voters who are disappointed that you haven't made more progress?
We don't care about GeoGuessr? Okay, bro.
The fact of the matter is there are more small black businesses that have been started than any time in history. Number 2, the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long time. Number 3, we find
dude, Joe Biden's not okay, man.
Americans.
I don't know what San Luis is, but it's somewhere.
Segregation that exists among these corporations that collude to keep people out of their houses.
Oh, blue, white, blue. That's Argentina.
We find that
is there San Luis in Argentina? Somewhere? Near Buenos Aires, maybe?
The choice that black families have to make relative to childcare is incredibly difficult. When we did the first major piece of legislation in the past, I was able to reduce black childcare costs.
Dude,
I cut them in
half. I don't see San Luis anywhere. I don't see one.
We got to make sure we provide for childcare.
I don't think it'd be down. I don't think it's this area. It's too green for this. I would guess it's probably in this area.
You increase economic growth because more people can be in the job market. So there's more to be done, considerably more to be done. We've done a great deal so far, and I'm not letting everybody know.
I'm just gonna put one down.
You have 49 seconds left.
49 seconds left.
What do you say to black voters who are disappointed with the progress so far?
I said I don't blame them for being disappointed. Inflation is still
hurting. Joe Biden SMR? Oh, it's I see it. There it is.
Any black family, first-time home buyer should get a $10,000
lost a little bit of help, so that's fine.
To be able to buy their first home, so they can get started. I made sure that we're.
If you can see their faces, it's fine,
all
guys.
those black families and those black individuals who provided.
This looks like
to take out student loans that were ballooning.
This again looks like Argentina. Am I crazy? Maybe Peru.
Anything having to do with volunteerism. If they paid the bills for 10 years on their student debt, all the rest was forgiven after 10 years. Millions have benefited from that. And we're going to do a whole lot more for black families.
Thank you, President Trump.
He went off
he caused the inflation. He's blaming inflation. And he's right, it's
I'm going to go for it. This is in North.
He caused the inflation, and it's killing black families.
Well, it was an audience, true. An audience would make this so much better.
It's killing people. They
but this feels like
groceries anymore.
Argentina for sure.
You look at the cost of food where it's doubled.
It's
tripled,
slightly
quadrupled. They can't live. They're not living anymore. He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation. It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. He destroyed it.
It's like
this Green New scam and all this money that's been thrown out the window. He caused inflation. As sure as you're sitting there, the fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now.
And then Trump says in Bible state it's true.
20 million people. They're taking black jobs and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet. But you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you, President Biden.
There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 50% unemployment. He decimated the economy.
This is true.
He decimated the economy.
Source?
That's why there was no
Hey, what's up, Poland?
at the time.
Oh my gosh, this is a real Poland, bro.
Provided thousands of millions of jobs for individuals
You okay, Joe?
who are in all communities.
Yeah, I don't know where this is. I think this is
We made sure that they have health insurance. We have.
Doesn't that sound a lie?
The ACA has increased. I made sure.
Are we trading presidencies now?
$8,000 per person in the family to get written off.
It's just, I don't know if it is.
This guy wants to eliminate that. They tried 50 times.
But where
he
else
wants
would
to
this
get rid
be?
of the ACA again, and they're going to try again. If they
I'm just gonna go.
find ourselves in a position where the idea that we're not doing it. We put more police on the street than any administration has. He wants to cut the cops. We're providing for equity and making sure people have a shot to make it. There's a lot going on. But
It's like over here somewhere, I think.
Tremendous.
It's a very windy road. This is very windy.
Thank you. Another persistent challenge is the climate crisis. 2023 was the hottest year in recorded.
But who do you think wins this debate?
The country are confronting with devastating effects of extreme heat, intensifying wildfires, severe hurricanes, and
oh my gosh.
Former President Trump, you vowed to end your opponent's climate initiatives, but will you take
I didn't know you could guess there. I didn't know that was a possibility.
Just go back to what you said about the police, how close the police are to him. Almost every police group in the nation.
Oh, this is yo license plates.
Supporting.
Is that Taiwan or
almost every
Hong
police
Kong?
And what he's done to the
Lord,
black
I think it's
population is horrible, including the fact that for 10 years.
Oh no, is this Japan? No, we're in Japan.
In the 1990s.
This is Japanese.
Super Predators was his name, and he called it to them, and they've taken great offense at it, and now they see it happening. But when they see what I did for criminal justice reform and for the historically black colleges and universities, and the opportunity zones with Tim, as you know, Tim Scott was incredible. He did a great job. Great senator from South Carolina.
Can't get anything on this guy.
With the idea, and it was a great idea. It's one of the most successful economic development acts ever in the country. Opportunity zones.
Yeah, George Trump. You want? I think Biden or Trump is winning this election. I want to be real with them. So Cap. I don't want Kennedy. Kennedy will pull it out.
Wherever the best numbers. He's
I don't know where we are.
Much of the black population. Because he's done a horrible job for black people. He's also done a horrible job for Hispanic. But when you see these millions of people pouring into our country and they're going to take the jobs, and it's already started, and you haven't seen anything yet, it's a disaster.
I love Poland. Poland, baby. Let's all move to Poland. Guys, that's high.
To slow the climate crisis.
So
that looks like more like
absolutely immaculate clean water. And I want absolutely clean air, and we had it. We had H2O. We had the best numbers ever.
Give me Jakarta.
And we did.
Phil Health, is that? Wait, I literally just saw something for Philippines.
During my 4 years, I had the best environmental numbers ever. And my top environmental people gave me that statistic just before I walked on the stage.
I'm garbage.
I don't know where the hell he's been. The idea that anything he said is true. I passed the most.
I don't even know what my gas prices are, honestly. I think they're like $3.50.
Climate change legislation.
Now, stream debate? Alright, guys. Should we debate in chat? Let's have a debate. Let's have a civilized debate in chat, please.
I came up with $15 billion for HBCUs, historic black universities and colleges.
Civilized debate.
Because they don't have those. They don't have.
What is your opinion?
Contributors that they have.
Let's debate on donor rules. All right, guys. Debate. This is your one time to debate against me. What are your opinion on donor rules in chat?
We're in a situation where the idea.
All right. Currently, how we have it is that if you do any dono, or if you do a membership, then I will play one of your games with a maximum of 2 games per stream. Okay.
The Paris Peace Accord, Climate Accord.
I think that 1 gamer strength with the dono for stream is enough. Oh, bold charge. Lemon. A rebuttal, lemon.
The only existential
Lemon is
threat to
clearly
me
an opponent
is
to that.
climate change, and he didn't do a damn thing about it.
2
and
is
I've
pay
done
to
all
win.
that I've done.
Barbara's shaming the poor people?
The
Is this
Paris
true?
Accord
Is that
was
what you
gonna
guys
cost
think
us
this is?
$1 trillion, and China nothing, and Russia nothing, and India nothing. It was a ripoff of the United States. And I ended it because I didn't want to waste that money because they treat us horribly. We
This
were
is
the
cap.
only ones. It was costing us money. Nobody else was paying into it. And it was a disaster.
I'm like 6.
But everything
Dude,
that
I'm
he
so
said
tall with
just
these
now,
hands
I'll
on
give you an example. I heard him say
I have
before
played Hollow Knight
insulin.
before, though, yes.
I'm the one that
Why am
got
I
the
invaded the
insulin
most?
down for the seniors. I
You're
took
right
care
there.
of
I
the
saw it
seniors.
right between
What
Germany
he's
and
doing
Russia.
is destroying all of our medical
It is not pay to
programs
win?
because the
Ooh,
migrants
good
coming
debate.
in, they want
Lemon, your
everybody-
rebuttal, please.
and look, I have
Why
the-
do you
I have
say
the
it's not
biggest
pay to
heart on
win?
the stage, I guarantee you that.
The donor rules
And
of
I wanna
this
take care
chat
of people.
specifically.
But we're
I have played
destroying
Brawl
our
Stars, yes.
country.
Haven't played it in
They're
a
taking
while,
over our
but
schools,
I did
our
used to play
hospitals,
about
and they're gonna be
4 or
taking
5
over
years ago.
Social Security. He is destroying Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
No?
The idea is that we, in fact, we
The turn
were
from Trump?
the only ones of consequence. We're not.
We hit
we're
those,
not
we hit
members
those.
Of the Paris Accord.
Barbara thinks he's
How
a
can we
Doug
do
Dog?
anything
Dude, what are you
if we're not
talking
able
about?
to- The United States can't get its pollution under control. One of the largest polluters in the world. Number one. We're making
Back in winter,
significant
Lemon was doing it
progress.
all the time
By
and forcing to play Valorant, which
2025,
took
we
up
will have
almost
cut
a whole
pollution in
hour of
half.
the stream.
We have made,
This is
we
true.
have made significant
This
progress.
is true.
And we're continuing to make progress. We set up a climate corps for thousands
Our
of
nation,
young
I
people
mean, a
to
happy
learn how
nation.
to
Mhm,
deal with
mhm,
climate, just like
mhm.
the Peace Corps. And we're moving in directions that are going to significantly change the elements of cause of pollution. But the idea
This is hard.
that he
It only took an
claims
hour,
that
and then the
he was
flash pass at
biggest
6
hard
fighters,
man,
you
he's
skip
really
the boring
concerned
cue of the
about-
wheel.
about pollution and about climate, I've not seen any indication.
It's definitely, that sounds like
By
pay to
the
win,
way,
Lemon.
With regard to prescription drugs, one company agreed that they would reduce the price to $35,
Pay to win.
which I was calling for, one, voluntarily. I made sure every company in the world, every pharmaceutical company, cannot have to pay.
Thank you.
And by the way,
So every day, millions of Americans struggle just to make
Okay,
ends
and he
meet.
did run out of
Many
time,
older
but it's
Americans,
very funny
Social
to
Security
end on.
provides a
And by the
critical
way.
lifeline. President Biden, if nothing is
Oh,
done
man.
to Social
Okay,
Security,
you put the rules,
seniors
alright.
will see their
It
benefits
doesn't sound like
cut
there's enough of a
in just
rebuttal, so
over
the new
10
rule
years.
is
Will you
hard
name
set.
tonight
You
one
may only do
specific step
one
that you're willing to
donation
take
for
to
one
keep
game
Social
per
Security
stream.
solvent?
Alright, going
yes,
forward, good
people
job.
very well begin to pay their
Are you
tuition.
gooning to this presidential
Right
debate,
now,
Giga Joe?
Everybody making under
That's my man right there. Alright, guys, goon sesh.
of their income.
What the heck? I hired
Every single time
goons!
they get a paycheck, the first one they
When
get,
can we start
they're 18
jerking
years
off?
old. The idea that they're gonna, I'm not,
Dude,
I'm not proposing
that meme
that
was so stupid.
everybody, they pay,
Every time I see it, it just cracks me up.
millionaires pay 1%.
Cap? That's cap.
So no
That's
one
cap.
I would not raise the
Cap
cost of
gamers.
Social Security for anybody.
But it's like really
under
expensive, so it's worth.
$400,000 after that, if
Sorry,
they're gonna make
sorry,
it
Lemon.
worth
You
it,
have,
begin to pay their
unfortunately,
fair share by
that
increasing
should be the
from
rule.
1% beyond to be able to
There should be a presidential
guarantee
edge
the
off.
program for life.
Do you still have 82 seconds left?
Dude,
Are there any
when
other
will they
measures
start
that you think
edging?
that would be able
Guys,
to
what's
help,
happening?
keep Social Security solvent, or is that one enough?
Well, no, that one enough will keep it solvent. But
Whoever
the
edges
biggest
the
thing
longest
we
as
do,
president.
we defeat
Real.
this man because he wants
$5
to
per
defeat
game,
Social
not
Security.
$1.
He thinks there's
Ooh,
plenty to cut
interesting,
Social
interesting,
Security.
Lemon.
He's wanting to cut
Oh,
Social Security and
$5
Medicare
minimum
full time.
donation
And that's what, and
for a
if you
game
look at
request.
The program put
Is that what
forward
you're
by
saying here?
the House Republican caucus that he
Very
supports
interesting.
is in fact
Hmm.
want to cut it as
What
well.
would you say to
The
that
idea
charge?
that we
Well,
don't
what is
need
your
to protect our
answer?
citizens is ridiculous.
Privyet?
And by the way,
You're from
the
Russian.
American
Welcome.
public has greater health care coverage
Inflation.
today than ever before.
True.
And on
The
ACA,
donation
as I
rules
say,
in chat
in a
must
circumstance
adjust
where
with the inflation that has
400,000
been
people,
caused
40
from
million
Biden's
people
presidency.
would not have
It's true, it's
insurance
true, it's
because
true.
they have a pre-existing
Who's winning the
condition,
Super Bowl, baby?
and it allows them to have
I
that
see that
insurance.
you say that's
Here's
the
fact,
Lions. You're a
that they,
Lions
in
fan,
fact,
but
are part of the ACA. And by the way, the
I
other
don't know,
thing is,
man.
we're in a situation where
Lions
we
are
talk about
cursed,
education
so.
for black communities. I raised the amount of money for Pell Grants by another $8,000. So anybody making
Talking.
under $70,000.
Barbara, who do you think wins the debate?
Get $15,000 towards the tuition.
I think that the
It's
arbiters
good.
are doing a
You
really
just don't
good
know what
job.
he's talking about.
I'd put it on
Thank
the
you, President
arbiters,
Biden,
to be
President Trump.
honest.
So I've dealt with politicians all my life.
Do you mean a donation of
I've been on this
$5
side
or
of
more
the
means Barbie gets to play a game immediately.
8 years.
We should use our points to redeem games?
I've never
Okay.
seen anybody
That
lie
is
like this guy.
unbelievably...
I've never seen it. He could look you in the
That's
face.
such a bad idea, I'm going to be honest. No.
So many other things, too.
Absolutely
And
not.
we mentioned the laptop. We mentioned Russia.
You cannot
Russia,
redeem
Russia,
games
Ukraine,
with
Ukraine,
points. That would be
Ukraine,
horrific.
everything
Dude,
he
we
does
would
is
never
a
play.
lie.
There's no point in
It's
wielding.
misinformation and
I would
disinformation.
definitely reset points and make it a lot more
losers
difficult to
and
win
sucker
points.
story that he made up
Like
is a
extremely
total lie on
difficult,
the
but like,
military.
you know.
It's a disgrace. But Social Security, he's destroying it because millions
But
of
who do you
people
think
are
will
pouring into our
foon the
country,
longest?
and they're putting them onto Social Security.
Between these
they're
two?
putting them onto Medicare, Medicaid. They're putting them in our hospitals. They're taking the place of our citizens there.
I would have to say Trump.
To the VA, to our
Probably.
veterans is unbelievable. Our
You should
veterans
do a
are living
debate
in the
stream.
street,
We're debating right
and
now.
these
Viewer
people are
debates.
living
Dude,
in
we can
luxury
do that right now.
hotels. He doesn't
Debate.
know what he's doing. And
Debate.
It's really coming back. I've never seen such anger
Look, guys.
in our country before.
President Biden?
The idea that veterans are not being taken care of, I told you before. And by the way, when I said suckers and losers, he acknowledged after that he fired that general. That general
I'm gonna do
got
Wordle.
fired because he's the one that acknowledged.
I've not done a
that's what
Wordle
he
in
said.
like
He was the one
months,
standing
but
with Trump
why not?
when he said
Just
it.
thought of it right now.
Number one. Number two, the idea.
I'm getting
that
bored.
we're
All right,
in a
bro.
situation
Help me
where
out with this Wordle.
all
I'm gonna put this
these
Wordle right in the middle of
millions
them.
and millions
Excuse me.
of way he talks
Excuse me,
about
guys. Please move
illegal
over.
aliens are coming into the country
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
and
that.
taking away our jobs.
I don't
There's a
care.
reason
I
why
literally
we
could not
have
care
the
less.
fastest
Oh
growing
no.
economy in the world. The reason why we have the most successful economy in the world. We're doing better
Alright,
than
here
any
we go.
other nation in the world. And by
Here we
the
go.
way, those 15
Sally's
Nobel
first. You put that
laureates
as a
talked
first
about
word.
being
I always
free.
go
Those
great
15
as
Nobel
first word.
laureates
To be honest with
They
you.
all said that if
It's not
Trump
bad.
is reelected,
It's not bad.
elected to have a
It's not bad.
recession, and inflation is going to increasingly go up. And by the way, worst president in history.
Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm playing on hard mode or not. Otherwise, I just go Lions here.
To him, the worst president in history.
Shout out to you, Lions fan.
President Biden, thank you so much. Let's turn
I
to
do
the
actually
cost
use
of
lines in a second when I
childcare,
know
which
what I'm
many
talking
American
about.
families struggle to afford. President Trump, both you and President Biden
I could probably
have
guess from
tried to
here.
address this issue. But the average
I tried the
cost of
peaceful
childcare
chocolate,
in
low
this
key pretty
country has
mid,
risen
really.
More than $11,000 a year per child.
I've
for
heard
many
that it's good.
families. The
I'm not a
cost of
huge chocolate guy
childcare for
myself,
two
so I don't
children
care,
is
but-
more than their rent. In your second term, what would you do to make childcare more affordable?
I don't think yeah.
Just to go back, the general got fired because he was no good. And if he said that, that's why he made it up. But we have 19 people that said I didn't say it, and they're very highly respected.
A road?
Much more so than him.
Well, it can't
The
be a
other thing
road.
is,
I got it. You got the
fired.
world thing. Good job, Lemon.
he never fired.
Congrats, man.
I've never seen him fire anybody.
It can't
I
be a
did fire
road,
lot. I
because
fired Comey because he was
the
no
O and
good.
the
I
E are
fired a
in
lot
there.
of the top people
Yellow.
at the FBI during the swamp. They were
could
no
be-
good. Not easy to fire people. You'd pay a price for it, but they were no good.
It's
I
tough.
inherited
The only
these
E
people. I
there
didn't
is
put him.
tough.
I didn't put Comey there.
Maybe-
He was no good. I fired him. This guy hasn't fired anybody. He never fires. He should have fired every military man that was involved with that Afghan.
You got it in 4. Okay.
Afghanistan,
I don't think I might. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna do my third word.
Country.
I'm gonna do it a
Did you
year.
fire- did you
I
fire
can't. I
anybody?
can't figure it out.
Did you
Okay.
fire anybody that's on the border?
Well, that's not bad.
That's allowed us to have the worst border in the history of the world. Did anybody get fired for allowing 18 million people?
Order.
Many
No, it's
from
something order.
prisons, Many from
Yeah, it's
mental
order.
institutions.
Yeah.
Did you fire anybody that allowed our country to be destroyed? Joe, our
Hype.
country is being
All right.
destroyed
Nope.
as you and I sit up here and waste a
I don't
lot
know
of
what to
time
do,
on
huh?
this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He is the worst president. He just said about me because I said it.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
He's the worst president in the
That's
history of our
crazy. I was just
country.
wearing a Dominican
He's
Republic hat,
destroyed our
and it's
country.
Dominican Republic.
Now all of a sudden he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with a nothing deal, and it reduced it a little bit.
Hype.
A little bit.
What's
like
Gibble?
this much.
Oh,
It's
global.
Insignificant.
Sorry, I misread.
He
Yeah, I know what
wants
global
open
is.
borders. He wants our country to either be
Yeah, I don't like doing
destroyed
this
or he
one.
wants to pick up those people
I know the capital
as
though, Santo
voters.
Domingo.
And I don't think we
Oh,
just
two of
can't
them.
let it happen. If he wins this election,
All right,
our
there's
country
a goal.
doesn't have a chance, not even a chance.
Play vocab havoc.
Coming
Is
out
that a
of this
game?
rut, we probably won't have a country left
Hope it's
anymore.
kinda
That's
cut
how
out.
bad it is. He is the worst.
All
in
right.
history
I always start
by
with
far.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden?
DRC.
We're the most admired
For
country in
load.
the world.
Do I have to
We're
make
the
it bigger?
United States of America.
No, it's just not loading.
There's nothing beyond our capacity. We have the
Oh, yeah.
finest military in the history of the world. The finest in the history of the world. No one
That's,
thinks we'll win. No one.
2.75K.
wants to screw around with us. Nobody.
Maybe
Number
top
one.
of Africa.
Number
Middle
two,
East,
the
maybe? Could be
idea
Middle East.
that we're
Well, I
talking
guess,
about worst presidents.
Syria.
I wasn't joking. Look it up. Go online. 159 or some 58. Don't hold me the exact number.
Probably like over here, then maybe.
Presidential
Mauritania.
historians. They had meetings and they voted who's the worst president in American history.
No,
One
other
from
way.
best to worst. They said he was the worst in all of
Sri Lanka.
American history. That's a fact. That's not conjecture. He can argue they're wrong, but that's what they voted.
Dude,
the idea that he is doing anything to deal with child care.
The ERC is still closest? Where is this, man?
We should significantly
Maybe over
increase the
here?
child care tax credit. We should significantly increase
Mauritius?
the availability of women and men, of single parents to be able to go back to work. And we should encourage businesses to have.
Thank you, President Biden.
Maybe Maldives?
President Trump, the question
I
was
generally am
about
so
what would you do
confused
to
right
make
now.
child care more affordable, if you want to take your minute.
Just so you understand, we have polling, we have other things that
Maybe
they rate him the worst
Somalia?
because what he's done is so bad. And they rate
Pat's
me.
Fall?
I'll show you. I will show you. And they rate me one of the best. Okay. And
Dude,
if
where
I'm given
is
another
this?
4 years. I will
13.
be the best.
Bro,
I
I'm
think I'll be
so
the best.
confused with this shit. Is it
Nobody's
here? Maybe
ever
it's
created an economy like us.
Oman?
Nobody ever cut taxes like us. He's the only one I know. He wants to raise your taxes by 4 times.
Dude, where
he wants
is
to
this?
raise everybody's taxes by 4
13.
times.
How am I
He
still
wants the
1,300
tax cuts
away?
to expire. So everybody.
here's Somalia. Wait, hold on.
2 of you are going to
Joe
pay 4
Biden.
or 5 times. Nobody ever heard of
Joe
this
Biden, who
before.
are you looking at, Joe?
All my life, I'd grow up and I'd see
You look at Trump?
politicians
Oh,
talking
no,
about cutting taxes.
he fell asleep again.
When we
Okay.
cut taxes, as I said, we did more business. Apple and all these companies.
guys.
they
Anyways,
were
hello,
bringing
new Bulba-
money back into our country.
New
The worst
Bulbasaur.
president in
There we go. I
history
can say-
by
I can
far,
pronounce it
and
correctly.
everybody knows it.
Oh, Joe's back.
President Biden?
Look, the fact of
He
the
doesn't
matter
need a
is
charger.
that he's dead wrong about. He's increased the tariff. He will increase the taxes on middle class people.
Huh?
I
Joe,
said
what?
I never raised the
What are you
taxes
saying,
on
Joe?
You're making less than $400,000. I didn't. But this tariff is 10% tariffs. Everything coming in the country, you know what the economists say? That's going to cost the average American $2,500 a year more because they're going to have to pay the difference
Okay.
in food.
He's saying words now. I was confused. I was worried there for a second.
Where
He was certainly not
he talks
saying
about
words.
how he has not
I can't
raised.
figure this out for like.
He's somehow helped the middle class.
I'm generally. I've never been this baffled at it.
Now you want a new tax cut of $5 trillion over the next 10 years.
Seychelles, maybe? It could be
We have
Seychelles.
the largest deficit of any president in American history, number one. Number two, you have not, in fact, made
I
any
hate Seychelles,
progress-
man. What a stupid country.
Any progress with China. We are the lowest
Whatever.
trade deficit
Not
with
a
China
country.
since 2010.
What's Kelly's
Thank you,
last
President
name?
Biden. Thank you, President Biden. Let's discuss an epidemic impacting millions of
Dude,
Americans.
I thought this was only an hour long. Why is it so long, man?
In your first term. The opioid
Bob, we have
crisis.
less
And
viewers,
for
plus
both
it's
of you,
boring.
the
Okay, it's
number
boring. I'm not gonna lie
of
to you.
overdose deaths in
I'm
this
sorry,
country
look,
has gone
I
up.
blame the
Under
mods
your
who
term,
wanted
it
me
went up.
to
Under your
stream
term, it
this
has gone up.
instead
Well,
of
former
other
President Trump,
things. So
despite the
I blame the
efforts that
mods
both of you
entirely.
have made, more than 100,000 Americans are dying from overdoses every year, primarily from fentanyl and other opioids. What will you do to help Americans right now in the throes of addiction
So this is
who are
funny what you guys
struggling
talking
to
about.
get the treatment they need?
This is a very serious issue here.
To finish up,
Oh.
we now have
Hello.
the largest deficit in
What's
the
up?
history of our country under this guy. We
Yes.
have the largest deficit with China. He gets
Okay,
paid
sounds
by
good.
China. He's a Manchurian candidate. He gets money from China.
Look at that, Char.
So I think he's afraid to deal with them or something. But
Is
you
that
notice
Will?
he never
Oh my
took
God, of
out
course
my
it's not.
tariffs
That's my
because
dad.
we bring in so much money with the tariffs that I
Um,
imposed on China. He never took them away. He can't because
I
it's
don't know.
too much
Yes,
money.
you can.
It's tremendous. And we saved our steel industries, and there was more to come, but he hasn't done that. But he hasn't
Will
kept the
invasion.
tariffs because he can't.
It's a Will
because
sweep,
too much
baby.
money.
Will
But
sweep.
he's got the largest deficit in the
Alright,
history
I don't
of
care.
our
I don't care anymore,
country.
guys. I'm sorry.
He's
Look.
got the worst.
This is their Subway
The worst
Surfers gameplay in
situation
the,
with
in the
China.
corner.
China's
This
going to own
type
us
of-
if you keep allowing them to do what
Hold
they're
on.
doing to us as a country. They are killing us as a country, Joe, and you can't let
Joe.
that happen. You're destroying our country.
So, President Trump, you have 67 seconds left. The question was, what are you
67
going to do to
seconds?
help Americans in the
Ah, here
throes
you go.
of addiction right now who are struggling to get the treatment they
Oh,
need?
wait, is that?
Jake, we were doing very well at addiction until the COVID came along. We had the 2.5, almost 3 years of like nobody's ever had before, any country, in every way. And then we had to get tough, and it was the drugs pouring across the border
Had to get tough.
were it started to increase. We got great equipment. We bought the certain dog that's the
Oh,
most
some of
incredible
this we get sent
thing
chat.
that you've ever seen. The way they
But,
can
you know.
spot it. We did a lot, and we
Germany's the best
we
thing
were
to save
getting
you from
very
Russia?
low
Is this
numbers,
true?
Very, very low numbers. Then he
Interesting.
came along.
Very interesting
The
take by
numbers, have
Poland.
you seen the numbers now?
Can we get a debate
It's not
between
only
Poland and
the
other
18
country in this
million
chat?
people that I believe is even low.
We need better
because
options.
The gotaways,
True.
they don't even talk about
Not wrong about
gotaways.
that.
But the numbers of the amount of drugs and human trafficking in women coming across our border, the worst thing I've ever seen, at numbers that nobody's ever seen under him because the border's so bad. But the number
DMs?
of
I'll
drugs
check DMs
coming
a bit.
across our border now
Let me
is
get
the
this cooking
largest
here.
we've ever
I gotta
had by
finish
far.
this.
President Trump, thank you. President Biden?
Fentanyl and byproducts fentanyl went down for a while. And I wanted to make sure we use the machinery that can detect fentanyl. These big machines that roll over everything that comes across the border.
Generally don't
and
see
it costs a lot of money. That was part of this deal we put together, this bipartisan deal. More fentanyl machines, more be able to detect drugs, more numbers of agents, more numbers of all the people.
Who let me cook?
And when we had that deal done, he called his Republican colleagues and said, "Don't do it. It's going to hurt me politically." No, he never argued.
So an EF1 tornado was confirmed in Northeast Rhode Island?
We need those machines. We need those machines. And we're coming down very hard in every country in Asia in terms of precursors for fentanyl. And Mexico is working with us to make sure they don't have the technology to be able to put it together. That's what we have to do. We need those machines.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump, and again, the question is about Americans in the throes of addiction right now, struggling to get the treatment they need.
Well, this does pertain to it. He ended Remain in Mexico. He ended Catch and Release. I made it Catch and Release in Mexico.
Oh, wait, is
Catch
this
and
here?
Release here. We had so many things that we had done. Hard negotiations with Mexico.
Are you that bored?
Guys,
Guys, I'm not bored at all.
It's just like when you have a hostage. We always pay $6 billion for a hostage. Every time we say it's a hostage. Now we have a hostage, a Wall Street Journal reporter. I think a good guy. And he's over there because Putin is laughing at this guy, probably asking for billions of dollars for the reporter. I will have him out very quickly as soon as I take office. Before I take office, I said by literally as soon as I win the election,
We're cooking today,
I
baby.
will have that reporter out. He should have had him out a long time ago. But Putin's probably asking for billions and billions of dollars because this guy pays it every time. We had 2 cases where we paid $6 billion for 5 people. I got 58 people out, and I paid essentially nothing.
Thank you, President Trump. Dana?
Let's turn to concerns that voters have about each of you. President Biden,
Anyways,
you would be
I'm back.
86
Sorry, guys.
at the end
Is this almost
of your
done?
second term. How do you address
Dude, it's crazy. There's
concerns
1.6
about your
million people.
capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
Should I keep studying my monitor?
First
Maybe.
of all, I spent half my career being criticized being the youngest.
You know, that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me go. I'm going to clean up some of the
Ever
stuff in my room because there's like,
and now I'm
like
old.
if you want
This
to look,
past
I don't
2 years
know
now,
if anyone
a lot
really cares,
less
but like,
cooking. I think
just
that
look for a
at the
moment,
record.
like,
Look at what I've done. Look what I've turned around. The
look at
horrible
that. Like
situation
we got,
we
it's
got.
a mess over there
I
for
said,
sure. So I gotta,
15
I'm gonna
jobs,
clean up some stuff real
300,000
quick.
manufacturing jobs.
Oh, this chat is mostly mods, true. I mean, yeah, I was hoping that maybe we get some new people, but we didn't. We didn't today with the original stream idea or the stream. So
By the way, we brought off
I'll check DMs.
Well,
I will not
the
listen to
whole
anything. Though. If you
idea
send me a video, I
computer chips, we used to
do
have
not want to listen
40%
to
of the
anything.
market.
So
We
gonna be
invented
honest,
those
yeah.
chips,
Okay.
and we lost it because
Sorry,
we were
brother.
sending people
No
to
thanks.
find the cheapest jobs overseas and to bring home the
anyways.
product. So I went to South Korea. I convinced Samsung to invest billions of
This is my first stream video. Well, thanks for joining. This is a bad first stream to join. I'm gonna be honest, but usually it's a little bit more. We do more stuff, but you know, I appreciate you for
Those
doing that.
stabs
Thank
pay
you.
over $100,000.
Oh yeah. Also, I still have this in my bed. Eggy, if you actually want me to give this to you, like, I can.
In the United States,
like if we can actually find a way for me to like ship it to you or something, the MetaQuest too. Like genuinely,
President
like,
Biden, you have 40 seconds
or if
left.
anyone else
Would you
wants
like
it,
to add
like
anything?
it's still like wrapped in the package. Like the
We
plastic is still on it. Like it kind of came off in the back a little bit, but
Never heard a president talk like
if you
this.
actually want it, like for real,
We're the envy of the
I'll
world.
give it.
Name me a single
Hello.
major country president
Thanks.
who wouldn't trade places with the United States of America for all our problems and
So-
all our opportunities. We're the most progressive country in the world.
I said
who
first,
gets
I'll
things
give you a
done.
PO
We're the
box.
strongest country.
I mean,
we're a country in the world who keeps.
I want to play G-Tag. I'm sorry,
Everybody trusts
I
us.
can't
All
play
of our
G-Tag
allies
right now.
and our-
Maybe in the
and
future
our-
though, when I get my
those who
new
we
PC
follow
set up,
from
then
Kim
maybe I
Jong-un,
can
sent
play VR
weapons
games,
to
which would be
Putin,
cool.
et
So
cetera.
in the
They don't
future,
want us to go
perhaps.
around with this.
Use it for a
Thank
stream.
you.
I already
Former
have.
President
I
Trump,
already
to
have a
follow up,
VR
you
set,
would
not
be
this one.
82
So.
At the end of your second term, what do you say to voters who have concerns
No,
about
I want.
your
That's VR.
capabilities?
Yeah, it is VR. I can't
Well, I took
run it
2
and
tests,
have the stream at the same
cognitive
time.
tests, I
That's
aced it.
what I mean.
Both of them, as you know.
Also, I gotta take these
They
boxes
did
down.
fine. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one.
I'm gonna put all the
Like go through the first 5
put all the
questions. He
crap and
couldn't do
stuff
it.
in there.
But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year, and you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood. that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club
No hats falling off my head
championships,
today.
not even seniors, 2 regular
Totally not
championships.
pulling?
To do
Oh,
that,
gosh.
you have to be
There's
quite
totally not
smart,
pulling, check,
and you
guys.
have to be able to hit the ball a long way.
pulling.
And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced him. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they'd never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 225 pounds, or 35 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, anyway, just take a look at what he says and take it for what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap when I was vice president down to a 6.
I'll look back at chat again. What are you guys
I
saying?
told you before, I'm happy to play golf.
I mean, you could just sell it for like $400, which covers the cost of the monitor. This, from everything I saw about this, this costs about $250. Maybe 300, 250 to 300. So yeah, I would sell it for like 250. But that's pretty much everywhere else from what I saw. But yeah, DMs. If you actually want me to
Will you pledge tonight
send it to you, I could do that.
Once all legal challenges have been
Yeah,
exhausted, that you will
I would say
accept
200 for it.
the results
Or
of this
250, I mean.
election, regardless of who wins.
$250.
And you will say right now that political violence in any form is unacceptable.
I think a fuel box or something. All right.
But of course I believe that. It's totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
And if you would see my statements that I made on Twitter at the time, and also my statement that I made in the Rose Garden, you would say it's one of the strongest statements you've ever seen. In addition to the speech I made in front of, I believe, the largest crowd I've ever spoken to, and I will tell you,
I'll figure something else into this week. All right.
They talk about a relatively small number of people that went to the Capitol, and in many cases were ushered in by the police. And as Nancy Pelosi said, it was her responsibility, not mine. She said that loud and clear. But the answer is, if the election is fair, free, and I want that more than anybody. This is like almost HDMI, but it's not quite. And I'll tell you something.
Kind of confused, not sure exactly what that is.
I wish he was a great president, because I wouldn't be here right now.
Hey, Papa, what model is that? This is a MetaQuest 2.
Many places enjoying myself. I wouldn't be under indictment because I wouldn't be his political opponent. Because he indicted me.
I'm gonna bring some of these
because I
boxes
was
back
his
down.
opponent. I wish he
So
was a great president. I would rather
be
have
here.
that.
Actually, let me move this away from the mic.
Well, my being here.
We're doing the president's really having middle school roast battle.
As a president, that I'm going to make America great again.
You're wrong.
Make America
so we have
great
this
again.
too. I need to make sure
we're
this
a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation.
And the case is over
and
there.
we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad.
Some cables and stuff.
His military policies are insane. They're insane. These are wars that will never end with him.
Heavy too.
He will drive us into World War III, and we're closer to World War III than anybody can imagine. We are very, very close to World War III, and he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea.
All right, I'll be back, everyone.
They don't respect him. They don't fear him. They have nothing going with this gentleman, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
Actually, can I bring?
You want a World War III?
No, I can put there.
Let him follow and let Putin say, "Do what you want, NATO."
Dude, my hat almost fell off there.
There's a thing called Article 5.
It didn't fall off.
An attack on one is attack on all. A required response.
Ouch. Oh, I just stepped on
the
something
idea.
sharp. What was that?
The idea. I can't think of a single major leader in the world who wouldn't trade places with the job I've done, what they've done. Because we are a powerful nation. We have wonderful people. It's because of the people, not me. It's because of the American people. They're capable of anything, and they step up when they're needed. And right now, we're needed. We're needed to protect the world because our own safety is at stake. And again, you want to have a war, just let Putin go ahead and take Kyiv, make sure they move on, see what happens in Poland, Hungary, and other places along that border. Then you have a war.
President Trump, as I come back to you for a follow-up, the question was, will you accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins?
Just to finish what he said, if I might, Russia, they took a lot of land from Bush. They took a lot of land from Obama and Biden. They took no land, nothing from Trump, nothing. He knew not to do it. You're not going to play games with me. He knew that. I got along with him very well, but he knew not to play games. He took nothing from me. But now he's going to take the whole thing from this man right here. That's a war that should have never started. It would have never started, ever, with me. And he's going to take Ukraine. And, you know, you asked me a question before, would you do this with... He's got us in such a bad position right now with Ukraine and Russia. Because Ukraine's not winning that war. He said, I will never settle until such time. They're running out of people. They're running out of soldiers. They've lost so many people. It's so sad. They've lost so many people, and they've lost those gorgeous cities with the golden domes that are 1,000 years old, all because of him and stupid decisions. Russia would have never attacked if I were
President Trump,
president.
the question was, will you accept the results of the election, regardless of who wins? Yes or no, please.
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I would have much rather accepted these, but the fraud and everything else was ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week. Or we'll have another one of these in a week. But I will absolutely, there's nothing I'd rather do. It would be much easier for me to do that than I'm running again.
Maybe yapping this whole time, man.
Until I saw the
That's all this
job
is.
he
It's all a
did.
big yap party.
He's destroying our country. I would be very happy to be someplace else, in a nice location someplace. And again,
go to yes or no to find where I mean, that's what they always do.
Because it's the only
We
way
filibuster.
win. But unfortunately,
Boy, I love
it's driven
filibustering.
up my numbers and driven them up to a very high
DMs,
level.
please.
Because the people understand it.
Let's see what your numbers
Give
are.
me a shout out,
This
please. What is
election
this?
Let's
Different
see.
this.
You're
This is
whining.
your
You
video?
lost the first time. You continued. You appealed and appealed to courts all across the country.
I was this is
Not
your video.
one
30
single
minutes.
court in America said any of your claims had any merit.
This is probably the
State
stupidest
or
thing I've ever
local.
seen. These debates are crap. There's two
You
turds
continue
talking
to
about
vote
problems they ain't fixing and talking
this
over each other.
lie
Trump is
about
racist, while
somehow
Biden's
there's
not
all
fit
this
for us.
misrepresentation,
Well, thank you.
all this
Can we
stealing.
play chess?
There's
I mean, I
no
wasn't playing
evidence
chess.
of
We
that
could
at
if you
all.
want.
And I tell you what,
Well, thank you,
I
Vats.
doubt
Thank you
whether
for the
you're
$5
accepting
dono.
because you're
Appreciate
such a
it.
whiner.
Kelly
The idea, if you lose again, you accept
is
you lost. Something snapped in you.
brain
lost.
smoothing. It's no, that's not. Wait,
We'll be right back
hold on.
with more from the CNN presidential
Hold on.
debate.
Is that the
live
Rio
from
Kelly?
Georgia.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Who win those? Yeah, if you want to play chess, sure, we can play chess. Hey Kelly, who do you like better? That guy from Home Alone or Skibidi Joe?
Tough choice.
Oh, the whole thing music. Oh, I'm gonna copyright for this, dude. I forgot to mute it. Oh, whatever. It's fine.
What?
There's this music that plays. I forgot to It's definitely gonna get me
Oh,
copyrighted.
mute it during the music?
Yeah.
Maybe Sleepy Joe won't get you.
True.
Oh well, CNN. CNN will.
True.
BlackRock needs the money. Shareholders.
Facts.
Please.
We love
I'm gonna vote for whoever the shareholders like the most.
facts. That's a real one right there.
Shareholders, please. Give me some crumbs. Yeah, everybody, I decided to tune in because Mom came in here for a second, I think, and I was like,
Was she?
streaming? I don't even know. So then I checked the stream, but I didn't see, and then I decided to comment because I saw what you were streaming about.
Makes sense.
I was studying.
Yeah, I had a different plan for the stream, but then that wasn't going very well.
I see.
So I was just like, okay, you know what? So they want me to do this, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. But this
Why are you wearing the hats? Are you putting a cap on every time they cap, or?
That would be funny. The original plan for the stream was that every 10 subscribers, I was gonna put on a hat, and then if one of the hats fall off, then I have to do a punishment.
Oh, that's smart.
But it didn't work out very well.
So that's how many hats you got?
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't even think I definitely didn't gain that many subs during the stream. I barely gained any.
Every 10 you put on a hat?
Yeah.
That's a good amount. What are you talking
about?
No.
This is I put on more than.
Oh.
Like I probably would only have like 3 hats on right now. It's been a bad couple of streams.
Kelly yapping. Convince this man to go anime. I didn't order Big Yap. No Bulbasaur. I didn't ask for your opinion.
True.
Got that? Lemon wants me to convince you to go to an anime con. I would go.
What?
Come on, Luke and I. Come on, it would be so entertaining. Philip, look at me. Look at me to say something that I can't say out loud. Also, the thing's back on. The thing's back on.
But I
Look
didn't.
Look at me first.
But yeah, we need nose plugs for
And
sure.
nose plugs.
The stench would be unbelievable.
Oh, come on, Philip. Just imagine how funny the weebs will
Right,
be.
President
Come on,
Trump
I know that some free
in
random
his
stuff.
last
Like a
term.
weird figurine or something.
But it's in
Find
New York
ourselves in a
City.
situation where, number one,
no, let's just wait for. There was
we
one in
have to
Boston.
make
Let's just
sure
wait
that
for
we
that
have a
one.
fair
Yeah.
tax system.
Real.
I ask anyone
I'm
out there in
definitely
the
going to
audience,
next
and
year.
anyone
Really?
out watching this
Definitely?
debate,
Oh yeah,
I think
100%.
the tax system
They're
is
on my
fair.
list.
Oh my
That and
gosh,
Redfair.
The
dude.
fact is that I said
Lemon has had a
nobody
bad
making
influence.
Lemon
$400,000 had a single
Hear the
penny
ticket information? Yeah, we're not going to
increase
MIC,
in
okay?
taxes.
You hear that?
And if I
Yeah,
made
that's
that
a
good,
bit
that would be
much.
the case again. But this guy
Unless Dad wants to
has
go,
increased
we
your
could,
taxes
but it
because of the
sounds like
deficit.
it's-
Number
Yeah,
one,
there's no way
he's
it's
increased
weekend.
inflation
Dude,
because of the
I'm
debacle
sorry,
he
but like
left
listening
after
to
the way
Sleepy
he
Joe
handled the pandemic.
try to form a
And he finds
sentence,
himself
I
in a
was
position
watching
where
Mom Dad for like
he
20
now
minutes,
wants to
and I
tax
think
you
it was
more
hurting my brain.
by putting a 10%
Like,
tariff on
genuinely,
everything
he
that comes to the
didn't make
United
it.
States
He
of
said something
America.
about trimesters.
What I
He was
did,
like,
well,
there
for
are 3
example,
trimesters,
he wants to get
and then
away
he
with
didn't
get
say
rid
anything
of
about trimesters.
the
He
ability
says
of
that
Medicare
there's the
the-
connection between the woman
the
and the
ability
doctor, the woman
for
and the
the-
state, and like the
us to
woman
be
and
able to
something else.
negotiate
And we
drug
were
prices
like,
with a big pharma
does he know what
company.
a trimester
Well, guess
is?
what? We
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, Lemon
We
said
got
if
it
you'd
down
like
to
to go to
15,
Anime Boston,
excuse me,
then
$35
thank you.
for insulin instead of
I would. Boston,
$400.
come with me.
No more than $2,000 for every
to be
senior, no
determined.
matter what how much
Oh, come on.
prescription they need.
Luke can dress
You know
up
what that
as
did? That
what's his
reduced
name from
the
Bleach?
federal
You
debt
can be
by
Chad.
160
I'm Chad.
I'll be a ghoul guy,
because the government
Hollow.
doesn't have to pay
Okay,
the
you'll be a
taxes.
hollow, okay. That
They
makes
make
sense.
that available to every senior, all along as
Okay.
happening now, and
This live
everybody in
recording.
America.
Okay.
Yeah, it is
well,
pretty-
you're boring, Karen.
We
Facts.
want to make sure that we have
Karen, why don't you
childcare.
try live
We're going
streaming?
to significantly increase the
So
credits
true.
that people have for childcare.
108
And make sure we do
Fahrenheit.
something about what we're doing on
Okay. I don't know
lead
what ticket
pipes
sale
and
date,
all
but
the
that's
things that
your
are
info. Thank
causing
you.
health problems
Appreciate it.
for people
Are you
across
just
the
standing next to
country.
the chat?
We're
Should I
going
ban
to
Eggy?
continue to fight to bring down
Who's Eggy?
inflation and give
Eggy
people
is a
break.
cringe person.
Thank you,
Let's
President
not talk
Biden.
about Eggy.
President Trump,
I'll
you now have
say
2 minutes.
it.
for your
Although
closing
Eggy
statement.
said he might
Like
want
so
the
many
VR headset,
politicians,
so I'm
this
actually
man
able
is
to
just a
sell it.
complainer. He said we want to do this, we want
I-
to do that, we want to get rid of
Yeah,
this.
Kelly's
tax, that
Kelly's
tax.
all over right now.
But he
So-
doesn't
Yeah,
do anything.
yeah. You can
He
take a
doesn't.
picture.
All he
It might
does
actually,
is make
yeah.
the
It's
country
increasing
unsafe.
value.
Exactly.
Millions and millions of people.
Oh my God,
No,
imagine-
do not show
The
that.
military doesn't respect him. We
Dude,
look
I
at
look,
schools
I
in
look so
Afghanistan.
stupid.
I can give you
we didn't
bathwater
stop
with it. Is that
Israel.
Bathwater?
It's such a
Yo.
horrible thing that would
Eggy
never
bathwater
happen.
with
It
it?
should have never happened. Iran
No,
was
Kelly does
corrupt.
not want it.
Anybody that
She's
did
just
business with
increasing
Iran,
its
including
value.
China,
No.
they couldn't
I
do
was
business
just,
with the
like,
United
touching it.
States. They
Oh,
all
Eggy's mad.
passed.
Sorry,
Iran
Eggy.
was broke. They
Oh,
had
well,
no
it's
money for
over.
Hamas
Okay,
or
Eggy doesn't want
Hezbollah,
it anymore.
for terror. No money
You can't
whatsoever.
challenge in chess? Okay, I don't know what your
Again,
user is,
Ukraine
but if you
should
want to
have
send me a
never happened.
challenge, let me know.
He talks about all the stuff, but he didn't do it. For
Wow.
3.5 years, we're living in hell. We have the Palestinians and we have everybody else rioting all over the place. You talk about Charlottesville.
I'm up.
This is 100 times Charlottesville, 1,000 times. The whole country is exploding because of you.
Wait, what?
Because they don't respect you. And they have to respect their president. And they don't respect you throughout the world. What we did was incredible. We rebuilt the military. We got the largest tax cut in history, the largest regulation cut in history. The reason he's got jobs is because I cut the regulations.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay.
But he's putting
I
a lot of
didn't-
those regulations
I mean,
back on.
I was.
You can do a giveaway with it, I guess.
I mean, I could do a giveaway.
We've never seen anything like.
However,
even
I was
from a
planning on
medical
selling it.
standpoint, right to try. Well, we can try space-age materials instead of going to Asia or going to Europe and trying to get when you're terminally ill. Now you can go and you can get something. You sign a document. They've been trying to get it for 42 years. But you know what we did for the military was an incredible choice for our soldiers. For our soldiers, instead of waiting for 3 months to see a doctor, can go out and get themselves fixed up and readied up and take care of themselves, and they're living, and that's why I had the highest approval rating in the history of the
we don't care. We don't even care anymore.
These things, we're a failing nation, but it's not going to be.
Did you like the video I sent you?
Okay.
Thank
Dude,
you, former President
it's
Trump,
zooming.
President
Okay,
Biden.
it's so stupid.
Stay with us because we have
it's
pulled
nothing. It's literally
this
nothing.
Debate. Anderson Cooper and Aaron Burnett.
Okay, Poland flag zoom for 30 minutes in 4K. But if you zoom in on the Poland flag, it doesn't change. So it's the same thing for 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
It's not a good video. That is not a good video. I'm gonna be honest. That ain't it, Chief. It just ain't it. Bottom line, Biden will not survive another 4 years, and Trump is still as orange as ever. You got it. You summed it up, Charge. Good job. You're playing TF2 right now, by the way. I'm not surprised. Is that it? Wait, is that the whole
president
debate?
and former presidents making their way off the CNN debate stage?
Wait, did it did this
Joe
end?
Biden, the first lady,
Dude, it took like 100. That was so
has come
long.
out. Former President Trump
Still
walking off the
1.4.
stage.
He peaked like 1.6.
The first debate of the 2024 campaign and the earliest presidential debate ever, now in the books and in front of the voters. Tonight, along with Aaron Burnett, the first word on what those voters might make of it from our political professionals, from our CNN Flash poll and swing state focus group. We'll be talking surrogates, including Vice President Harris, getting fact checks from Daniel Dale, and new reporting from inside both campaigns with Behavior CNN political commentators Scott Jennings, Kate Bedingfield, David Urban, Van Jones, Elizabeth Griffin, and Newsnight anchor Abby Phillip, and David Axelrod, and CNN Chief National Correspondent John King. John, let me start with you. Your thoughts?
Anderson, this was a game-changing debate in the sense that right now, as we speak, there is a deep, a wide, and
I'm done. I'm over this. They're in Atlanta. I didn't even know that. Hey, Bats, thank you for the $5. So annoying these guys when they spend money on foreign people. That's why it's tough to live here. Kenny Jr. is the only guy who cares about his people. Well, shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I challenged. Did you challenge me? Let me check. Let me take a quick gander. I don't see one.
I do kind of like him, dude.
I've heard that a lot though, but I don't think there's like no way, right?
I don't know. He feeds crows, so he has 2 pet crows, and that to me means something.
I actually did not know that. That's kind of hype.
I mean, take that later.
This is my username. If you want to send me a challenge, go for it. But all right, I'm taking off the hats, guys. All right, the cap is over. My hat hair, dude.
Oh my gosh. What's going on?
Wait, I gotta look.
You should show the back.
Oh, what the heck?
Fix that. Oh my god. You have like a piece in the. Come here. You have like a piece in the back.
No, this is.
No, there's like a big piece in the back. Oh goodness. Ew, don't do that.
Alright, guys.
Ew, Phil.
What's up?
No.
You guys like this? What's up? What's wrong with
You're
this?
giving.
Don't be really.
Phil, look at me. Phil. That's who you
Well,
are.
this.
Stop.
This is. Come on. Let me have a little massive widow's peak.
Like, no. Stop.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Well, spike it at least. Like, go up.
Alright, Mohawk.
Bats Productions donated $4.99.
Really?
So annoying.
Right,
these guys only spend money on foreign
hairline?
people.
What
That's
are we
why
thinking?
it's tough to live here.
Anyways,
Kennedy Jr. is
looking
the
for
only guy who cares about us
So
people.
that was a stream.
Oh my gosh, cover this, please.
Here are my thoughts on the debate.
Chad.
Cringe. Kind of boring. Wasn't really paying attention. I don't really know what they were talking about.
I don't think you can like.
They're both old. They both probably shouldn't run because they'll both be in their 80s, but if they are elected, either one. So honestly, there should be. You have to be 35 to run for president.
Charging tennis clips goes. Biden will not survive another 4 years.
Dude, it might be true though. Like.
Honestly, yeah, you might be onto something.
Well, thank you. I'm not trying to tell you to vote for Kennedy, by the way, but like, we just saw those two, okay? I mean, we did just see those two. However, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way Kennedy could win. So.
Technically, I saw a breakdown and he could.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Well, it's like he will probably steal enough from both of them, like maybe a little bit, and also like Sleepy Joe isn't doing too hot right now, and then people just hate Trump, so like he is like the third like most possible option. So if people like buckled in and like it's possible.
Maybe.
Everybody vote for Viper King. Write him in.
I mean, it is over, by the way. Like it is. We are over. Like the presidential debate. It is over.
Are you done then?
I mean, yeah, I'll probably end the stream. I probably won't continue. So I'll probably keep the other stream up. This one, I guess I'll keep up too, because why not? Maybe we'll wait till we get to 1,000. But so yeah. So I'm sorry. I know today wasn't super interesting for this stream, but you know, it's
you're never super interesting. So.
It's true.
Mr. Beast will run in 2030.
Dude, Mr. Beast would win. I was making that argument earlier.
That was interesting, because imagine he has
Vats Productions donated $1.99. I am not trying to tell you to vote for Kennedy, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by reading that. Like, instead of like paying taxes, you know, we like have to participate in his like games every year.
Dude,
and, like, there's just,
that'd be hype.
Well. Why? What was that?
Eggy redeemed the pipe noise.
Why?
Don't ask why.
Why?
Don't keep doing it.
No, I didn't like that.
Why not?
It was loud.
Okay.
And unpleasant.
Okay. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. If you didn't like this stream, hit the like button. If you did like it, hit the like button.
Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are going to be mining for diamonds and hopefully maybe some iron ore.
By Voicey.network.
By Voicey.network. That's hype.
Please make it end.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Dude. Alright, should I take out a stupid tie?
Stop. Just take it and be real. Oh, I got you. Well, hold on. You just... Beautiful. Careful, you're gonna get some people editing you on TikTok.
What the Sigma?
More views, baby?
Yeah, baby. Maybe you get a girl.
That's impossible for me. We already know this. That's 0 girlfriends.
I'm gonna have to do like, life for you or something.
Dude, that'd be hype.
I'll have to set that up. You see the person that went on a date with somebody in every state?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 50 states or whatever.
That's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, maybe if you do that, you'll finally.
Honestly,
I think Craig's. No, that was it.
Alright. Like, thanks for joining the stream.
Should I show them my thing that my coworkers gave me?
You can, yeah. I'll do it for you. Alright.
No, you do it. Here.
No, you do it.
So, take it.
Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna throw it.
No, I was like, you throw it. Alright. This is, how do you guys like it? Please rate this on a scale from 1 to 10. How do you like it?
No, don't make them rate it.
No, rate it.
Tell them what it's from, though. They're gonna think
this is some creepy guy in Boston just like gave this to her randomly. It was really weird. But okay, 1 out of 10.
Stop.
We have a 1 out of 10. It's a 10 if you registered. Okay, I'm not registering to AnimeCon. All right, you can't make me.
I'm leaving. No, I can't believe you said that.
It's really crazy how that happened. You got my face just right. Alright. Anyways, so thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Negative 20,000 out of 10, dude. Unbelievable. Oh, I forgot to put the tie back. What am I doing, man? But anyways. So, yes, again, sorry that this wasn't particularly an interesting stream. Next time I will be back. I'm not even sure when the next time I will be streaming again is. So, we actually have the most viewers we've had all stream right now. So anyways, thanks for joining, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, I gotta record a chess video tomorrow. If you guys have any ideas for that video, I need some. Appreciate it if you do. Hey, Bats. Updated donor list. I'm top town now, like 234. Where are you? Are you in the other one? How much did you just donate today? Hold on, I'll donate this. Let me check. Are you in this one? No, you're in the other one. Where are you? Are you in this one or are you in the other one? Dude, I actually don't even know. Are you in... Are you actually not? Wait. Where are you? Because well, that's the thing, because I don't think I updated it with your memberships. So honestly, I'm not even sure how many you have. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Vats Productions donated $1.99. Update the dono list. I'm def like top 10 now, $234.
What's up, Serpentios? Welcome to the stream. 96. Hype. Anyways. Oh yeah, you guys can't even see this. I'm an idiot. Whatever, it doesn't matter anyways. But anyways, thanks for joining everyone. Next stream, I don't even know when it'll be, but hopefully I'll have the new monitor set up, which would be hype. I've got that over here. But next time, can you go live? Can we go play Brock's Fruit Sour? We could do that too. What about my donos? Dude, there's too many donos. It's hard to keep track. Okay, look, it's hard. My hairline, dude. Don't look at my hairline. Oh my god. But you know. Don't clip that. Okay. Is that what it is? Wait, what is it? Huh? That's. Which listing says it's $250 for the VR? I can't find. It was a while ago. When I was looking to sell it, was back in like February. I think I was looking on like what was I looking on eBay? I think. eBay or Facebook Marketplace, one of the two. Or maybe was it Craigslist? One of the three. I'm not even sure. That was a little while ago, so maybe it went down a bit. Maybe more like 200 now. But I swear I saw something for 250, 300. But Viper, do TF2 opening? Okay, I'm not gonna do a TF2 opening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Banana. I apologize. I can't do that though. But alright. So, what are you gonna do? GeoGuessr? I'm not gonna play no more GeoGuessr. No more GeoGuessr, dude. I'm trash. I don't know. I'm actually trash. Can you stream to 12? No, I'm not gonna stream to 12 today. Cover the cost of the monitor, which is expensive. Well, yeah, that's why I do want to sell it. So yeah, I'm sorry, Eggy. I do appreciate all your help, but I was looking to sell it, so I'm sorry. We'll see. I will maybe if I can't sell it, then I'll give it away or something. But but anyways, yeah, I don't know what else to do. To be honest, I mean, we could play more games, but I'm kind of tired. I gotta go have an interview tomorrow, so I don't really want to stay up too late. And I feel like if I keep going, then before you know it, I'll be streaming at 1, and like, you know. But anyways, so yeah. Well, I keep I keep both these streams up. Yeah. Oh, internship. So funny thing about the internship. I do like the thumbnail. The thumbnail does go hard, so thank you for the thumbnail. No, the internship has fallen through. I'm not gonna explain everything about it, but definitely is not in a good spot for sure. So, so when was your new long form vid gonna come out? It wouldn't come out for months. I have not had time to even really work on it that much. I have like a short of a script for it. Still debating on whether or not I actually want to put that much time into doing it. But yeah, are you finding a summer job basically? Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. Basically, that's what happened. That's what's happening. I think I'm hoping I'm gonna get this one. I think I will, because I was employed by this place previously for 2 years or for 2 summers. So I think I'll get back into it, and I think I'll be fine. But we'll see. So I think I should be good. So I should start. So I'll start working probably starting next week, hopefully by the best. And when that happens, then I'll be working for the rest of the summer, pretty much right up until I go back to school end of August. Yeah, Flight Radar. I mean, we could check out Flight Radar, but I mean, didn't we already check that out? I mean, it's just like you see what flights are going on. It's cool and stuff, but I guess, but I don't know. There's not much to see. What's your opinion on furries? Okay. Oh boy. Dude, if I was at a presidential debate and they asked me this question, dude, mouse. I don't think I can say it. I don't think I can say it. I don't think I can. I'm gonna get banned. Don't be a hater. Look, hey, look. I never said that. What do they do? Okay, look, I never said that. I never said that. Okay. Look, do you have a Ruben Simeon? What does that mean? What does Ruben Simeon mean? What does that mean? I'm gonna look that up. What is this? What does that mean, man? That's definitely... Dude, what does that even mean? Dude, what? Ruben Sim, sir? YouTuber? Ruben Sim. Never heard of the guy. Ruben Sim? Who is this? There's a YouTuber called Ruben Sim and he hates furries. Okay.
Police services.
I don't care about this. Okay. I get the point. No, that's not what I said. I definitely did not say that. I do not align with Ruben Sim's opinions. Anyways, I'm debating if I want to set my monitor now, but I'll probably do it after stream because I'm probably gonna have to move a ton of stuff on this desk. Alright, yeah, I think I'm done. Alright, thanks again for everyone for joining. But what job is it basically? It's just like material handler is the name of it. I mean, it's not much. It's just working at a warehouse, internal moving of products. So like, there'll just be like a bunch of aisles of like, you know, parts in boxes, and I'll go by, you know, whatever the cards are. I'll go open the boxes, put the parts into certain bins, and then bring them over to somewhere else for them to use. So like, it's just like, it's not much. It's just, it's very simple stuff. Why did you need an interview for that? I mean, it's an interview, but it's, thank you Hockey Dude for subscribing, appreciate that. I mean, it's an interview, but it's more like, just like an onboarding type thing. Yo, Skibbity Snake Man. Okay, don't call me that. Don't call me Skibbity Snake Man. That is not... No. But hello, Peyton Carter. Can you tell your chat to subscribe to Peyton Carter? Yeah, you know what? You know what, chat? Subscribe to Peyton Carter. Come on. Go on, everyone. Subscribe to Peyton Carter right now, man. Let's do this. Here we go. Honestly, this is probably better than the stream I did today. Just talking to the camera. We're already doing way better. Yeah, I could just do this. So they're acting like you're a new candidate, kinda? I mean, in a way, yeah. Mostly because it's a different staffing agency. When I was employed with them previously, it was a different staffing agency. So, I guess that's mostly why. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Like, can you play X-Plane? I'm sorry. Maybe I can in the next stream, but I am probably going to end. That was my plan. That's why I didn't want to get involved with anything. I might just stream until 11, which is like 3 minutes. And then I'll end. But I wasn't planning to keep it going for too much longer. But yeah. Hello, PB and J brawling it out. Oh yeah, who won the poll? Did that guy from Home Alone? Oh wow, a lot more people actually voted on it than I thought. I didn't realize 120 people voted on it. Well, shout out to that guy from Home Alone for just barely winning it. Do you think that will be the actual election results? That guy from Home Alone will edge out Skibbity Joe? Is this true? That debate was terrible. Dude, I mean, Joe actually... Joe must have been feeling unwell. I mean, I know he's not usually particularly coherent, but... Like that, he actually sounded like he was sick, so... Anyways. But whatever, it'll be the same thing. I don't even know how many minds like that would really change about who's gonna vote. Like, I don't know how many votes it actually earned. But why are you live streams so awesome? Why are my live streams so awesome? I mean, I would say they aren't very awesome, to be honest with you. But, appreciate it.
Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are going to be mining for diamonds and hopefully maybe some iron ore.
I'm not gonna, I'm sorry, I'm not doing
Network.
Sorry, I don't want to. It's not much, like, you know, you see the planes flying, okay. But, like, I don't want to said no. I'm sorry, dude. I don't think I need to convince Kelly to register to AnimeCon. She is. I think she is. Do you hear what she said? I don't know if Mike picked it up, but she said that she was going to go to AnimeCon like before the end of the year. Like she was like all fully down for it, dude. Oh my gosh, man. You heard it? Okay. I mean, I don't need to convince her of anything. I don't want to go. I do not want to go personally. She watches more anime than I do. Send in links. I send in DMs to her. No. I will not do that. But forgets what I saw at Ukraine Air Force in flight radar today. That's kind of cool. That's not bad. That's pretty gnarly, my guy. Alright, I'm trying to think when next stream is going to be. Honestly, not even sure. Next stream will probably be... I'm not even sure. When will it be? We'll be at. Honestly, I'm not even sure. I gotta plan myself this week out. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a chess video. Then what else do I need to do, dude? Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Saturday I'm gonna be busy. Sunday, maybe Sunday. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Sunday will be my next stream. If I can get my video done tomorrow, which might not be the case because I might be busy. If I can't get the video done tomorrow, then I will do it. I'll do it Sunday, and then I probably won't stream until Monday. And then I don't know what I'm going to stream on Monday, but it'll be something. Maybe it'll be normal. Just viewers pick the games. I don't know. Yeah, this stream today was kind of a dud. Don't know what to tell you. Hello, Christopher. Trump 2024. Hey, look. You must have voted for that guy from Home Alone, then for sure. Dude, it's actually crazy that the poll was super close to 50-50. I am bored. Okay, well, good. I'm about to end the stream. Sorry, brother. But wait, I actually have a good stream idea. Well, yeah. Let me know what it is. Let me know what it is. I have some stream ideas. I mean, I'm thinking I could. I don't know though. I'm trying to think what would be good, but it's tough out here. It's tough. I would be okay maybe to try the hat idea again. It's not a bad idea, but it wouldn't be for the next stream. It would be for a while down the line. 49 viewers, shout out everyone watching right now. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Shout out. Viper, 1 sub equals 10 Roblox given away at the end of the stream, and please donate. This is a good idea because it will entice viewers to stay. I don't really want to go back to Robux giveaways. I kind of want to go away from that, so I'd personally rather not do that. And also, like, maybe, like, I feel like a lot of people are impatient that they might not want to stay that long, especially if they don't win. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe if I don't think of anything else, but I don't know. I don't really want to do too much Roblox stuff any longer. I'm kind of over it. I'd rather try other stuff. Another idea? Alright, what's your other idea? But I will probably end the stream in like a couple minutes because we are past 11. If you sub, you have a 1% chance of becoming mod for a while. I don't know. Maybe I could do that. How would I even do that though? I don't even know how I would do that. Just, or maybe is there something random I could do, like just random number generator? I don't know. Maybe I could figure it out. Perhaps. You could potentially do that. That could be fun. Everyone gets mod. Can we play chess? No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna end the stream. Maybe next time we can though. But yeah, send me a friend request. I don't know if you did, but if you did, then send me a friend request. Hopefully we can play at some other point. But alright, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining everyone. Appreciate you for watching the stream. Haven't already, like the stream, subscribe, and we'll keep going. Alright, you already added me? Alright, well you know, I guys can't see the screen, but I'll go and see if I can accept. I don't see it though. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see it. I don't see a friend request. I'm not sure what your user is, but alright, well, next time I'll friend you. Alright, anyways, thanks for joining everyone. Yeah, if you want to send me a friend request, ViperKingYT is my user. Or ViperKing YouTube. ViperKing_YouTube is my user. Alright, that's it though. Next stream, plan on it being Monday. But yeah, I'll try to sleep well. And we'll see. So yeah, again, sorry to everyone. Again, not very interesting streams today, but next time, I'll see. I'll try to think of something fun for Monday to do. Otherwise, it'll just be viewers pick the game stream. I mean, they always are, but you know, it's better when it was a cool idea. Yeah, I'll think of something. All right. Anyways, that's it for today, everyone. See you guys. I'm gonna keep both streams up, by the way. I don't really care. Why not? Keep them both up. All right. See you guys. Yeah, 1 sub equals 1 hot chip, dude. I might buy the 1 chip again. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know. I don't know if I will. All right. Anyways, see you guys. All right. You send me the friend request. I'll check it right now. But all right. Bye, everyone. See you all probably Monday with the next stream. See you guys.